All right,
Oh.
Keith Raby is up. He said yellow paint pen for the auto, red paint pen for the inscriptions. I normally hate to do that, but he wants you to sign. Whoop! He wants you to sign Mick Foley in yellow and Hardcore Legend in red.
You know what? Can I send someone out to the Foley rental car?
Sure.
To bring in the burgundy bag. Inside the burgundy bag, we've got the Molotov fine points. That's my favorite to write on here.
Okay.
You know, and yeah, not that this won't come out great.
Do you want to start on a different figure?
Why don't we start a different one? Yeah.
Okay, we'll
yeah.
start on this figure. How about this? Is this one? Can we sign this with a normal one?
Definitely.
All right, yellow paint pen. You're signed as Mankind, HITC 98 and HOF 13.
Michael, are you looking at the comments?
Not yet.
I will just let you know that Mickey James is in the comments and saying she loves Mick Foley.
Mickey James.
Mickey James, you owe me a response. I expect a text about your availability in several weeks. She sends me these waves all the time, but doesn't answer my questions. So, Mickey, please get back to me.
You can't be mad at Mickey James, though, can you?
I can't get mad at her, but it's a bit frustrating. She gets away with way too much, Mick.
There we go. Look at that. That looks good, man.
That looks real good. All
And
right.
what are the odds that the paint just spilled directly where my liver spots usually are? And now,
Your liver spots have turned into a baby blue that matches the Sharpie exactly. It's amazing.
It looks perfect.
Are you going to do Molotovs on those three faces too, or should I jump ahead?
No, I
and
can do those.
You can do those? All right.
yeah.
So let me go ahead and jump on this one as we're getting the other ones for Keith. We're going to leave this right here for Keith.
All right.
This is Ken Murtha, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, order
The
854.
decos, it sounds like we're talking a foreign language. The
No.
decos don't spider on plastic, do they?
No, they're usually
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay, so I can do that. So we're going to go,
So he wants a yellow on this one.
okay. Yellow on this one.
Just an autograph.
What was Ken Raby's first one?
Keith Raby's first one is 984.
Blue
The
paint
blue
pen,
paint pen.
Dude Love. And he does not want the inscription. He does not want the owl.
Well, I mean, if you put
There
the
we
owl, he
go.
probably wouldn't complain. But and then of course the red.
Red for cactus?
I think so.
All right, I can do that.
You know, we used to see a trend where people would always want inscriptions, but sometimes it's just beautiful just to look at the autograph.
Can be,
you know.
yeah. Can be.
Let's take these from you.
Michael, we do have a response from Mickey James. She said she's waiting on a call from you.
No. No.
Don't
All right,
bother.
Colin McCumber.
Mickey, I will call you right now.
695. He just basically said, "Do your thing." You know what to do, man.
Yep. So I do like to put the little inscription for the characters. I know it's a little more time consuming, but we're all about giving people a good signing, right?
Absolutely.
There we go. My friends, the days of a guy showing up with just a Sharpie, they're gone.
They're gone.
right?
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to put a Sharpie on this. That's no
Yeah.
fun.
You got to show up with a palette full of choices.
All right. Now, if I didn't say Colin McCumber, St. Louis, Missouri, 695 on 95 on this one.
Look at that. I
All right,
like
thank
the
you
way
so
it
much,
looks.
Colin. All right, so now that you got your weapons of choice,
Yeah, here we go.
let's go back to Keith Raby.
He wants
Yellow for the autograph, red for the inscription.
Okay. Yellow for the autograph. Here we go.
I think he wanted, okay, hardcore legend on the side. I got you.
On the side. Okay. In yellow.
He put, let's see, hardcore legend in red on the side.
Man knows what he wants.
So yeah, if you go to highspotsauctions.com, we actually have three. We have the preset inscription that Mick normally writes, and if you'd like to override that, we allow up to 3 words. So if for some reason you don't like the one that we give you, you could alternatively select 3. All right. So this one, Tom Goodwin, he wants WWF Legend, and then signed as Mankind in
Hardcore.
yellow.
Legend. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
This is Goodwin. It's Hampstead, North
WWF
Carolina.
Hardcore Legend.
996, please.
996. Tom? Tom?
go. That's pretty good, my friend.
There we go. James Ryder, all the way in the UK. He said, "Have a nice day," and the autograph, and you choose the color.
Orange plays off well on this.
It does.
One. Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Have a
and
nice
orange.
day. In the UK, still a lot of support from the UK.
Absolutely. Other than the U.S., it is by far the best fans. What do we have there?
59692.
For the UK fans, I'll be making a couple of appearances in October and November in Northern Ireland
Oh, wow.
and Scotland.
Scotland. Okay. Ken Murtha sent this one in. He said, "Red or yellow, just an autograph as Cactus Jack."
All right.
Murtha is 854.
Go.
All right. Any color. Tanya Horsfield said, "Bang, bang, I'm hardcore," and the autograph.
Bang, bang, I'm hardcore. Any color?
Any color. 779 for Tanya Horsfield.
That the Martha one you did earlier, the one that you just did before, we've done that. We had that twice.
It's
Yes.
two.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. Goga split up the orange. It's his first time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he sent in two pieces. Sorry.
He split by color.
There you go. Looking good. Oh, the old school
Yeah,
Jack's triple threat.
The first elite triple threat. All right. This is to Raul, and then your autographs. Raul Alto Marino.
All right.
And that is 697.
All autographs, no inscriptions.
He just said autographs, so whatever you want to put. If you want to put your little extras on there, I'm sure he will not.
I'll do
complain.
the dude owl.
Okay.
Dude, yeah. To Raul.
Hey, Kevin James asking about your experience doing the Peanut Butter Falcon movie. Hold on, guys. I'll come back to that. We have something if you're a fan of that.
We sure do. Pretty cool. One of a kind item from Peanut Butter Falcon. And now Cactus comes in. Man. Even if we don't make much money, we're getting a heck of a buzz off these paint fumes. So,
I think we're going to do both.
hey, is there? I believe there was some energy drinks in the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get you 3.
Well, you know, on the record, I'm a Zoa guy, Big Dwayne Energy, but I like Bang. If we put them together,
We can probably
Bang.
find
I
a
think we
bang.
got bang.
Yeah,
All right.
anything but cotton candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
White paint pen on this one, if you have a
Okay.
white. And then he wants you to write first hardcore champion and then your autograph. This is Ryan Quinn. He's right there.
Ryan Quinn, first hardcore champion.
Ryan has a few orders with us, Michael, so
Yeah.
let me know.
I need to find the. It's. I'll get it to you.
Okay.
It's buried in the.
There we go, my friends.
That was order 857. All right, Todd Lewis is next. This is 415. He wants you to put to Todd, 3-time WWE champ, and your autograph with a white paint.
Guys, can I call an audible out here? Might seem strange. Sometimes we're on the road.
Okay.
You miss some of these important dates. Today is my son Hugh's birthday.
Oh wow! Happy
I
birthday!
did just see him yesterday. He's going to get over it.
This is the first time
Yeah.
I'm sure we're on the road during his birthday, right?
I've been home for a lot of them in the last 20. I mean, more so with the younger kids than the older kids. But let's all sing "Happy Birthday" to you, right?
Well, we might get canceled, but we'll try it. We have to.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Huey. Happy birthday to you. There we go.
All right. Do we get cut off for violating songs or no? We're good.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that?
No, they're not allowed. Yeah, if they catch you, they catch you. If they don't,
I
they
don't
don't.
think they own that one.
Todd, 3-time. So this is to Todd, okay?
Can you come sing it? They gotta make up their own thing. I'm gonna put some in the freezer because we don't have to be super cold.
Oh, that'd be great.
This is
Oh,
blueberry.
nectarine blueberry. I've never tried
We have
that.
a blueberry. We have a watermelon.
and an apple if you'd rather
Yeah.
those.
Water. Oh, I like them all except the one I mentioned.
Cotton candy. No cotton
Yeah.
candy.
There we go.
All right, next up, Chris Spaghetti and Meatballs, white paint pen. He wants you to write, "That's final," and sign it as Commissioner Foley. Like you didn't have enough figures. You got to have a commissioner figure. Chris Spaghetti and Meatballs is 867.
That's
Let
fine.
everybody know we actually put our commissioner.
Oh yeah. So for some reason we did not have these up online until about an hour ago. So if you looked at the original drop hoping to find this, go back now and we added about 16 of these.
Now watch the uniqueness of the Commissioner Foley.
I don't think I've
signature.
ever seen Commissioner Foley autograph.
Well, you can see that Commissioner Foley, he did not estimate the amount of room needed for his commissioner
Yeah.
shirt, and so that's why the signature.
Oh, I know what's coming. All right. That's funny.
There we go.
All right. And you can now get that at highspotsauctions.com.
Love it.
All right. Tim McGoldrick sent in one of these masks that we can't find anymore.
I know it, Tim McGoldrick. Could it be the same guy?
Canton, Massachusetts, 118. He wants you to put "Have a nice day" and the autograph in a white paint pen.
White
So you
pen.
probably need to use that smaller one.
All right.
Somebody's gotta do it. That was being hustled over.
There we go. Looking good.
Looks fantastic. Sawyer Donald, Gulf Shores, Alabama, 710. He said, any color paint pen, just the autograph.
Just the autograph, right?
Again, just because they said just autograph, Mick, you do whatever you want.
You know, I'm trying to make it a point on these to write HIAC 98. Just to specify it as a special evening. Oh, by the way, we're not going to do an anniversary song. 2 days from now marks the 30th anniversary of the loss of my ear
Oh,
in
wow.
Germany. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You said we're not doing anything to celebrate that? I think it's almost mandatory you celebrate a near loss.
Somehow, some way.
All right. This is signed in baby blue paint pen. Okay.
Okay.
Baby blue paint pen. You said Mankind and then put WWF Raw 4196.
Okay.
And he also, if you want cheats right there.
Okay.
This is John Schneiver, Walnut Creek, California, order 584.
Thank you, John. You know what I do believe I have to celebrate that? Maybe we'll find a charity. Did I get my key back?
I have your keys.
If you bring in my computer bag, I think I have one photo of me with the ear that Vader may have signed.
Okay.
All right, so that, yeah, okay, thanks.
Richard Reese, Fredericksburg, Virginia, 898. Send in
All
three
right,
faces.
to see just any white paint pen. Okay, there we go. White paint pen. 3-time champion.
Yes, guys, we have auctions coming up. I just want to knock out a few of these mail-ins. The reason we started an hour early is Mick has a few more pieces to sign than our average guest, so we wanted to make sure we gave enough time for all.
Now we shall hit the Valentine, without which this is not a legitimate signature. Michael,
Mick,
do you-
I'm going to say your signatures are actually getting even better.
Okay.
Honestly, even from it's been about a year since we've done a signing. I think they're getting better.
Well, this is not meant to. Oh, thank you.
Right around.
Sure. To blatantly pander to our fan base, but as I get older, I become ever more appreciative of how lucky I am to do this, and I want to make the, if it's interaction live at a con, I want to make that as good as possible. And if you guys have something in mind, I really want it to look good. Ah, no Vader signature, but I do have a best friends reunion with Al Snow that
wow.
is signed. So if somebody does want me to, these are a couple others for the auction.
Okay, we'll add that to the auction list.
All right, there you go.
Here we go. Can you just put... All right, so Gabe White, Valley, Alabama, 205. He would appreciate if you'd use his Poscas
Ooh,
instead of
yeah,
yours.
I will. Do I get to
then,
keep these?
I'm going to tell you no. And I think he's okay with just autographs. He didn't just...
Okay, what
yeah.
color for the Mankind?
So for Mankind is white.
Okay. All right.
For Cactus Jack is yellow. Jude Love is red and blue, of course.
Dude, love you. Okay. Any inscription?
He just said, just autograph. I mean, again, I will not tell you how to write your name. You do. You do you. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, man, these Poscas look fantastic. No, guys, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
They scratch.
Yeah, once this dries...
They're amazing for printed
Yes.
material, though.
Yeah.
I will say that. And the next one is
and then we have yellow.
yellow. Okay,
His yellow. Yeah.
his yellow.
Yeah. Now, if he had sent in an acrylic case that we could slide this right into, I would say, you know what, we got a
There you
Oscars
go.
winner. I'm gonna get pens
Michael,
back
did
to
you
him.
know I when I say fight, I don't mean I fought for it, but I had to push for the new Three Faces of Foley to be in a box that showed the figures.
Oh yeah.
Because they've been trending towards the
small
highly
one, yeah.
decorative box, but one that doesn't allow you to see the figures. And I was like, this is really important to me. So I was so relieved when my friends from Ringside Collectibles showed me the new prototype, which was going back 8 months. So I've been really happy about that. Okay.
Yeah, well, going out here, how important they are to get autographed, and signing on the cardboard box
yeah.
is just not.
This was not a permanent. It was just my hair growing really curly, which is why I dropped it off. And now look at this. I think it's officially long again, right?
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
looking pretty good.
Casey Collins, that must be Casey, Shreveport, Louisiana.
All right.
He on that one just wants 2 Casey.
454.
That's right.
There we go.
And then, of course, he sent this in. He said, you choose the color. Have a nice day, and you're out of it.
All right. What did I get to?
Is that
Whoa,
that one
sorry about that.
Is this one in that one?
I think.
I didn't know it fit there.
There we go.
Yeah, it's still wet on that one. All right, Dominic Martinez, white paint pen. Have a nice day, and you're out of that.
Got it.
Dominic is 5'7".
Put that in for me.
I wish I knew what my.
I told you. I told you.
I have no idea what it is. I
There
actually.
we go. Looking good.
All right, white paint pen, bang bang, and the autograph. I honestly think it's Christie's account.
Oh.
I don't think I have my email.
I'll help him out.
What are we trying to pull up?
You
Your
might
heartbreak.
want to watch the
Your
Big
heartbreak.
Force game.
I don't think I want to watch it.
You do, actually.
They
What
were
do we
down
wanna watch?
20 points.
You do.
No, they're down by 4.
They're down by 4.
Oh, don't tease me, son. Mick, you were saving me from an utter disappointment. My
Who's
team
playing?
was Wake Forest, my alma mater. They were down 20 when you got here. I wrote it off. I was upset. I was angry. Then I saw you, and now they're telling me they've closed it within 4. But they're going to break my heart. So you got to keep me distracted. Tim McGoldrick is back. 118. Any color, bang bang, and the autograph is Cactus Jack. I love this magazine cover.
It's a good one. Yeah. All right. So it's Bang Bang Cactus Jack.
Within 3.
You're killing me.
There you go.
You're killing me.
Remember who your favorite is.
It's within 5. 67, 62 is 5.
Oh, is he? No,
Yeah.
they're just.
Since we're talking college hoops, you guys know I'm a Caitlin Clark fan, right?
She's
Yeah.
amazing, isn't she?
So, Pro Wrestling Tees making me a very limited edition. You notice something about the Wanted Dead shirt, right? What colors does it have?
Black and yellow.
Yeah.
That's right. So we are going to.
Oh, we
hold
gotta.
on.
I always got black and yellow too.
That's
right?
right. Hold on a second.
I need that order.
That last one.
It's
Tim McGoldrick.
118.
look at that.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
We would have had it.
We can see that right here.
Yeah, on
there
the.
we go.
Is it there?
Yep.
So I'm having 12 made with the idea of, they're unlicensed shirts. But
Yeah.
There's only 12. And when I go to Iowa again, Des Moines, I'll do the shirt off my back, which we raised $60,000 on the last tour for a
wow.
variety, including $16,000 for the chapter of North American Mental NAMI.
NAMI, We do an annual fundraiser for NAMI for Daphne. Yeah.
For Daphne. So that was for the Georgia chapter for Daphne. And so you know, you put a good cause and wrestling stuff together. I think in Iowa, you put this up there.
Ah, yeah,
You know,
she's-
and then I'll donate that to her foundation there. But I'm really excited. I would have done it earlier, but I wanted to make sure she broke Pistol Pete's.
Yeah, she.
So I wanted Caitlin
It was just a
Clark.
matter of time for that. That was-
NCAA all-time leading scorer. Use caution. Extremely
Nice.
accurate. Yeah.
I'm a Gamecock fan, so we just created some.
Ah.
Some buzz the other day.
Oh, you sure did,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
sure did.
Eric Grosso, Strongsville, Ohio, 073. We'll start with this one. Just an autograph is Mick Foley.
All right. There you go.
All right, Eric Grosso said, and that's final, and the autograph. This last one was 073.
There we go. Looking good. Looking real good.
All right, next up, I see a couple of belts coming up. All right, Chris Garsky, their white Posca. First hardcore champion, HOF 13.
Probably right up here. Oh, no, someone else.
So that's
All right, so my other that's usually my territory right
someone
there.
else, maybe right there.
First car.
I think that's it. He wants it.
Oh, he wants it here.
But this one is signed upside down. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right. He just maybe wants
So
to.
basically, tear this off and write it on there.
I
Okay,
think that
first
might be
hardcore champ.
I think 486.
There we go.
Give him his pen back. This was Garsky's pen. File that. All right, their Posca. Okay, everyone's sending in their own Posca today. Give you that one.
All
He
right.
wants you to sign first hardcore champion HOF. This is also Mr. Garsky. Oh, Mr. Garsky has sent in several items
Yeah,
here.
multiple.
All right. All these? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. No. They grabbed the wrong thing.
What?
That's for someone else.
Are you sure?
Yep. That's for Kurt.
Okay. Well, Mr. Garsky's belt is back here. This is. Yep. There we go. And we gave him his pen back. Yep.
I did.
Our yellow paint pen. He's going to have you squeeze it in right there. This is Jake Kolinsinski, Kusha, Wisconsin, 614.
Does he want Mick Foley? Does he want?
Well, this is a world championship belt. So.
I better go as Mankind.
Yeah. All right, and he wants.
There we go. It's about all the room I had.
He's got Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. That's a pretty impressive belt.
Hulk Hogan.
That is-
All right, John Schnaver, brown paint pen. I saw this one earlier, but
We have a brown.
We do not.
The gold is very close.
okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right, John and.
Do we want to test that out on something? That
yeah.
pen? Yeah, let's make sure that looks really wet.
This is pretty.
Maybe let's maybe switch to this one. I'm not trusting that pen.
Okay.
Looking at the way it's.
Okay, so this is.
So this is, yeah, it looks like brown. Auto, WWF Raw, 4196.
Which was my debut Raw. Sure was.
Same thing. This one was just with a different inscription.
Have a nice day.
This was 077.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. Little wet there, so good call on you by you, Michael.
Is that a split order, Joe's?
There was two on that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
All right, black So probably Sharpie. My WrestleMania moment and an autograph.
In black, right?
Yep. And he wanted, I think, in that red area there. Yep.
There you go.
I always love these posters. All right, Greg Kanuski sent in his pen, so we're going to use that one. Starting with this, he wants you to. Oh wow, this has Terry Funk already signed.
Wow.
So they're fine. Just autograph as Mick Foley over Tommy Dreamer.
This is the pen that Panini sends you.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It sounds well.
They say blue only. And so the disagreement with Panini is I insisted that a Dude Love signature was not a Dude Love signature without a red Valentine.
It's true.
And I won out. That's right. So I got to do so much extra work for no extra money, but I won out.
So this says their fine green deca of blue. Hold on, I see it. So blue. All right, so one of them is in
Okay.
blue, and he wants. This is Marcus per call. He wants you to put Marcus Happy Hanukkah in your autograph.
Marcus Happy Hanukkah.
And this is Marcus in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, 084.
Let everybody know we're looking at about 20 minutes left on orders.
That's it?
All right, 20 minutes, then we may have to cut you off, or unless Mick tells us we need 30.
It's your world. I'm just a squirrel. Trying to get a nut.
All right, green, going to green. All right, Merry Christmas in your autograph.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Is it still Marcus?
Yes, well, there's 4 for Marcus. Yep.
Okay, very good.
Hey, can I give you a call back in a little bit? Yeah, that's what I thought, man. All right, I'll call you back. We have some fun stuff,
They
okay?
didn't deserve it.
We're saving you.
All right,
They-
thanks,
they
man.
deserve it.
Bye. Not gonna tell you who it was.
That was The
Oh,
Rock.
it was
That was The Rock, and you told
Wow.
him,
wow.
I'll call you back later?
That's how quick he called? Jeez.
Can you FaceTime?
Only say up and coming superstar who you'll be hearing a lot about in the years to come.
That is Merry Christmas and your autograph.
There you go.
The last one he sent in, he put, have a nice day, or have a nice Christmas.
Okay. Very little known. Some people think saying Xmas is disrespectful, but it also originally comes from the Greek, in where Christ was spelled with an X.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's meant to be Merry Christmas. Yeah.
So, good luck. He said, I never said I quit and your autograph. It's going to be a lot on a small ticket, but that is for Darren Tritt, Alamo, Tennessee, 144. That is with the... Do you know Alamo, Tennessee? Miss Tennessee over there?
I do.
You don't.
I do.
What was that order number?
That was 144.
I believe they have a wild animal park.
Oh, wow.
In Alamo, Tennessee.
I want to go.
That would be pretty neat. Daniel Blotke, Houston, Texas. He sent in this. He wants you to write "Bang Bang" and your autograph it in black. Do we have a thinner black? I don't know if we should use a thicker black on that.
I can look. All my pens are
Maybe I'll come back to that one real quick. All right. Blue Sharpie, "Bang Bang" in the autograph. This one is
Oh, that's a good one.
King Swing, Plano, Texas,
That's a rookie
913.
card, isn't it?
913.
Do we have that blue?
This.
The
Do you want
blue
to?
sharp.
Do you want to steal that other one? We can get it if you like
Well, he
it.
did say blue Sharpie.
He did.
So, and it's gonna look good.
913.
There
Yes.
Go.
Because that is not the name in the account.
Bang bang on this one.
Yes.
Might be a different shipping.
Well, the name he put on there is King Swing. So I'm guessing that's not his real name, but that is what it
I
says.
hope it is.
It could be.
It'll be way cooler.
Yeah. There are parents out there with good sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kelvin Rodriguez. I'm going to guess Kelvin collects original P series. That's my guess.
Looks like it.
All right, Kelvin Rodriguez, Ashburn, Virginia, 783. We're going to do any color, just autograph for Mick Foley.
With thin black.
I wonder, is it too late to put up another item for the auction, like a service item?
No, we're going to have like 2 more hours here where we can.
What I'm thinking is I've got a pretty busy schedule that includes me hitting. So if you're listening at home, this is where I'll be in the next few. I will be in Cincinnati. I will be in Indianapolis. I will be in Nashville. I will be in Detroit. I will be in New Orleans. I will be in Los Angeles. I will be in Chattanooga, Oklahoma City. And if anyone wants to have room service with me or go to a restaurant for 2, we got to start this price high. It's $1,000.
Okay.
And 100% of the proceeds go to me personally.
And they're coming to your room?
Yeah, they can come to my room.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, for room service. Yeah.
Wow.
1 hour time limit.
Right.
You know, so they're
Unless
not
he
there
really
all
likes you,
night.
then he'll give you an hour 10. Right. Just
That's
so
not bad. I think I
No,
would take. I would
that's
take
fair.
that up, but it starts at 1,000.
All right, so Kelvin Rodriguez said just an autograph on that, and you
All
choose
right.
the color.
All right, let me go old school, silver marquee.
Okay.
Sharpie. There you
Same
go.
thing, just Mick Foley on the autograph.
All right.
All right, Commissioner Mick Foley, just
Oh
an autograph.
yeah. Oh, sorry about the burping.
Oh, no.
Man, I would
Fully
never do
accepted
that
here.
intentionally.
Switch colors on that. Yep.
Just a little bit to give us a little.
Can I give you the number on Kelvin Rodriguez?
Yes.
All right. All right, Daniel Blotke, we're back. I got a black pen, bang bang, and an autograph.
Bang bang. And which what's this say special?
Cactus Jack is the autograph. This is Houston, Texas, 173. He said,
There you go. All right, you have to get this away from me.
okay. Is it making you a little high?
Then entering a different realm.
Okay, this one? All right.
Yeah, they sent it with it.
Sean Curtis, hardcore legend, HOF, and then he put T or
T or C.
T or C.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Hardcore legend. Okay.
This is Sean Curtis, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 997, right next to Truth or Consequences. Yeah, guys, someone's asked about the Three Faces of Foley set comes already with pre-inscribed inscriptions, or if you want to overwrite that and have something, you can do so. No,
Not on
no,
that.
can't.
Not on
Because
that.
originally the way we sold it, we didn't do that.
All right.
It's just
I
the
stand
standard
corrected.
inscription.
All right. He wants you to sign this, of course, requesting the heart tattoo on the arm and the autograph. Sign on the shirt. Sign on the shirt. He said in
A
he
red
said
Sharpie
a
might work.
Red or blue paint pen. That's what he said. This is Tom Goodwin 996.
And what color am I signing on this thing?
Red or blue paint pen
Okay.
on the chest.
All right.
Looks better than I thought it would.
I agree with you on that. There you go.
All right, 2 sent in by Jen Farley 841, starting with their white paint pen. Their autograph in HIAC 98.
Your basketball season's over.
I know.
Oh, did they lose? In the
I told you they'd tease me.
Is it the ACC championship?
The ACC tournament, and they needed to win this to go to
It's
the
over.
NC
64,
double.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's over.
All right, their blue paint pen, and then have a nice day, and then mankind autograph.
You know,
Some of you guys know that I went to watch Caitlin play, right?
Did you really?
I did. I went to the IU game. Mm-hmm. That was the closest I get. I wanted to see. I intend to go to some games next year. As far as the phenomenon, you know, like that's
Well,
this
the
year.
question is she going to go back to Iowa?
No, she's already declared for the
She did?
yeah.
Oh,
She's-
she could make as much money, I think, being in the NIL world now. That
Oh,
she could.
more, way more. But the NIL things would just go over to sponsorships instead of partnerships. But anyway, I went there and Iowa lost. They lost by quite a bit. But the thing was, I was lucky enough to go to 2 NCAA Final Four tournaments as a kid.
Oh, wow.
And the atmosphere at IU was more
Better?
electric. Yeah,
Oh, I
it was
bet.
really cool.
And she's selling out every road game. too.
Everywhere. She's like the Ricky and Robert of women's college basketball.
To the rafters, they're packed. All right, this is Todd Lewis, Oklahoma, Florida,
Is
415.
it too late for me to have a new T-shirt? Caitlin Clark, the Ricky and Robert of college basketball.
Why not? Eventually,
And
eventually her agents are going to find you on these shirts.
a little word bubble that says, "Brother, they were hanging from the rafters."
All right, to Todd, first hardcore champ, and your autograph is mankind.
Sorry.
I think this pen belonged to somebody, but I'm going to keep it up here.
white.
Yeah, yellow.
With that one.
Did you say 415?
9415, Todd Lewis.
There we go.
All right, this is a large poster, Sam Bouchard, all the way from England. And he has said any color, just an autograph. That makes it easy.
All right. We did right there, right?
Yep. Sharpie means I can put it literally right here and it's already dry, which is great. All right, Bob Satin said, I need bang bang and an autograph.
Bang, bang, and an autograph. You got it, brother.
This is, Big Bob is 9543. And then he wants 3-time WWF champ and an autograph.
3-time WWF champion.
This one's gonna go.
And I misspelled champion, but it makes it a collector's item.
That does.
He's
all
a
right.
champion.
Caleb Edkins.
All right.
He sent in this card from
Ooh,
Japan.
that's a good
IWA.
one.
That is a good card. Bang bang and your autograph.
It's a good one,
That
brother.
is Roanoke, Virginia, 9911.
There you go.
All right. He said silver paint pen on this
Okay.
one, so let's find. Do we have a thin silver deco?
Yeah, it's in there.
It's in here. All right. I'm looking. Thin silver. Ah,
There it
okay.
is.
Yep. It says, Todd, I survived gravity in the autograph. This is another one from Todd Lewis, 9415. Over there.
It would have been embarrassing if you just pulled it off. Right?
Put your Molotovs. We had a couple people complaining about Molotovs. They said they don't dry, but guys, I will literally have them sitting here over the weekend.
Oh, they complained about the
They,
Molotov.
yeah, saying they don't dry. People complain about everything.
People complain about everything.
All right, we're gonna do these two. Then I'm gonna do the first auction. Okay, last two here. This was a turnbuckle pad that I think was bought off of your official website. Because truth be told, we do the product fulfillment for you, Mick. This is 9844. Bang bang and an autograph for Frankie Love.
That's really cool.
Let's put. Oh yeah,
Go.
that'll be fine.
Frankie Love?
Frankie Love.
All right. Any relation? Dude?
He
Brother?
might be a distant cousin.
There we go.
All right, and this one, have a nice day and an autograph.
Fall of Foley.
Who made these?
Well, we make them. They're sold
I
through.
forgot this was for StarCast.
Well, so not for StarCast. He has a his podcast merch page,
Oh yeah.
and these are some of the items that are available on that Foley is Pod
I didn't
merch
even know
page.
that.
Yeah.
Those big checks that he sends you, I'm sure it's all factored in.
Mick just found
We
out
get a
something
small
he was
check
asking
when we
about.
ship something out.
Mickey just told me when she's coming.
Okay, great. Hey, let's. I promise. Let's go ahead and do a. Let's do the award.
All right,
Can you
the
grab
award. Ann Allen Award. Little preface here. I went from being a bad, like a D student, almost failing out. Then when I got involved in wrestling as a sophomore, brother, I turned it around in my junior and senior year, partially because I had the focus. Ended up capturing the prestigious Ann Allen Award for most outstanding student in my major in 1987, State University of New York at Cortland. So that bad boy's been around. That's at
Mama Foley's baby boy.
almost 40
She
years.
probably had it on her wall there for many years, and then finally said, "Just please take this."
just take it.
Yep.
So I don't know where I'd sign. I could sign on the back. I could sign on the front, but it's a unique look at something. I'm
very
not going
personal.
Yeah,
Very
very
personal.
personal. Very personal.
So since it's so personal, Mick, I think you should put a reserve price on it because it is personal.
Of how many? You know this business.
Do you think $50?
50, yeah.
$50. All right, $50 starting bid, which would be insulting for anything less.
It would be, yeah.
I think I'd honestly with something like that, I'd probably be insulted for
Yeah.
anything less than 100.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. But we'll start it out at $50 and see where it goes. So the award is going to stay up as we continue to sign your mail-ins. All right.
That's some Abdullah stuff.
Chris Giles. He wants Bang Bang and the autograph in a gold.
And a gold.
He has a couple different colors in there.
We have a house bid of $100 on the award.
Okay.
Really?
$100.
There we go. Oh, I love the doubles. Me and the Nature
All right.
Boy.
He said also gold ink. Summer. He wants you to write SummerSlam 2006 versus Flair.
Okay. Up here?
Yes, it sounds like he wants it across the top. Yeah, these are nice pieces. All right, another any color. I think that gold looked good. And then he said, your choice.
All right. That's Cactus Jack. Nice.
All right, we're going to switch to silver on this.
Ooh, what an honor. Paul Orndorff. Wow.
If you could put autograph and then bang bang HOF.
What's that number?
How about Bang Bang and then autograph?
Sure. Dr. Chris Giles.
883.
Loved working with Paul Orndorff, man. He was so smooth.
Did you get HOF in there? Did I miss that?
Chills.
He has like 5.
Yeah, it's a split order. Okay, we've already done part of it.
Okay. And I think the last one here, put a little inscription auto.
Silver ink, okay.
And SummerSlam 2006 versus Flair. All right, $100 is the current house bid on the SUNY Cortland Ann Allen Award from 1987 for Michael Foley. Michael Foley. $100. I need 105 or higher.
Or son. My man here's got a hell of a story to go along with
There we go.
I grew up right near there. It's a hell of a story.
it. Hell of a story.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and do these.
Now, there's no bargaining for desserts on this. Payment is expected, you know.
I don't know.
These
They
are
put
the
desserts
team's
in.
mail-ins.
Oh, man.
And then
The ice cream has been the big
Whatever
hit
yellow
of the
or
Foley
white or
Christmas the
whatever
last
Just
2
not
years.
Okay.
Look at that. That's a glowing review right there from Mick Foley. Last 2 years.
What color do they want?
He said any color on that one. This is Dean Archer.
Who?
Sign here, sign here.
In
sign
blue?
there. Yep.
Okay.
He said blue.
All right.
Deanie Weenie.
Deanie,
Deanie Weenie.
did he show you his Chef Boyardee stand up he brought?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Blue on that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, he brought a blue.
Blue.
Maybe up here.
So is okay.
Blue would actually look better across here in a paint pen, but they don't want that.
No, I think they wanted the,
Does no.
you wanted what?
That's a little bandito.
You could see where Terry's handwriting was going on him here, right?
Where do you want on that one? No, you don't sign across Terry Funk's body.
Just
I don't.
telling you.
I'm
I
making
don't
it
care.
audible. Making it audible. Blue on this one on the arms, right?
On the arms.
Yeah.
I'll let you yell at him.
Let him yell at me. You don't have Mick sign across Terry Funk's chest. That's sacrilegious.
That's poor form, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, can you hit him that box?
All right, $100. We have an in-house bid of Michael Foley's '87 School Award. I need 105 or higher.
I can either sign it on the front or on the back.
Aaron Naylor, Wichita, Kansas, 994. He wants you to write, what could go wrong?
Does he want it personalized?
Nope.
All right. Any specific ink?
Just what could go wrong? And then your autograph.
No, I'm gonna put it on and put it over my goalie gear.
What?
Oh, wants to sell this time?
Well, you gotta get him started.
There we go.
All right, that was 994 if I did not say it. All right, Dan Hawkins, Bridgeport, West Virginia, just a bang bang and an autograph. This
Yeah,
is
Danny.
971.
What color? Anything?
He didn't specify, so you choose.
There we go.
All right, this next one's Nico Giano, North Haven, Connecticut. Can you put to my friend Nico? To my friend Nico, N-I-C-O.
Nico.
Order 026. You have not cut off orders yet, right?
Not
There
we put
we
them
go.
off an hour ago.
Okay, so they're still open. Vinnie Vincent, Fairhaven, Massachusetts.
Not what I said, Michael.
This is one of my favorite duos that I'm offering tonight, which is also available at highspotsauctions.com for about 5 more minutes.
I'll give him an extra.
Blue ink?
Yeah, I think that blue would look good.
And what do they want on there? Check.
Just said just standard inscription, so whatever you would want to put on.
Is this our last mailing?
I think we've moved past the mailings. This is
We
ours.
on items now?
Yeah.
Alright, so how about we give him 15 minutes so I have time to shut off Stacy and all that?
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, one more reminder. Stacy Keebler pre-orders being shut off here. I'm not saying we won't have some stuff for you in the future, but if you want to get exactly what you want, I would suggest going to highspotsauctions.com right now. Nima Vaziri, Fairfax, Virginia, said the normal standard, which I think is your bang bang.
Hold on.
What the hang?
No problem, period. I'm just doing a signing at High Spots, period. But I will reach out to you as soon as I'm on the road.
Will you please tell Rock to stop bothering you? Nima is 073. This is just the bang bang
All right.
Cactus Jack.
We do have rules in this society, folks.
There you go.
All right, this is the first tri-sign piece. This is Sean Kinney, Pumpkin Lakes, New Jersey, 099. Do your thing, Mick.
What colors do they want? Do they know?
You have fun with it. It's all
right.
3, so you're gonna probably switch the colors and make it really nice.
There we go. We need a yellow in
We
here.
do have tri-sign pieces available at highspotsauctions.com.
Look at dude. I've never seen this print. This is a really nice
This is
print.
who made this?
This is our new artist to go along with our friend Andy. This is, if you want to give him a shout out, MSC on Twitter.
Okay,
There we go.
MSC on Twitter.
He is a huge fan of Mick. So Mick, if you just want to give him a shout out for us.
MSC on Twitter.
Okay. I haven't been on Twitter in what 8 months, so
Yeah.
a little too late for that. Oh, that's a cool photo.
Mark McAdams, Houston,
Wow.
Texas,
Whoa.
053. We're always here to try and impress you.
Now,
Mick.
who did this one?
That is our Asylum Graphics, our friend Andy Sivmar.
Wow, that's nice.
All right, you do your thing. This is tri-signed. I know a lot of people are like, well, won't he sign it 4 times? No, 3 times, guys. 3
Okay, so
times.
you're gonna.
I can
define
do
that
it.
right
I
now.
can do it 4 with the cactus in there. Yeah.
But we didn't charge for the 4.
Let's make
All
it.
right,
Let's
free
make it a
signature.
bonus for your.
Get it for another 15 minutes. Highspotsauctions.com right now. He'll sign all 4. You're hearing it. Awesome.
All right, so we need the Valentine in there.
Sure that's good. All right, Stacy Keebs are off. I'm gonna give everybody 15 more minutes on Mick Foley items, please. Just to bridge the gap. Oh, might have to turn those off.
Man, this is a great photo. I mean, I really like this photo.
Yeah, this one came out really good. Andy does great work. We're going to meet Andy for the first time. We're doing WrestleCon Philadelphia. Andy's gonna be part of our staff.
Think Andy might be able to sell me some of those from my cons?
I'm guessing Andy probably would.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
Andy,
Andy, he's usually in the comments.
just text me, Andy.
Deanna Reinhold, Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Let's do happy 50th birthday, Deanna. Or Deanna.
All right.
This is 081, yes.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm not buying your apologies on this anymore, Mick.
One is understandable, right? But I swear, I am not just a random guy who burps or passes wind for the joke of it. If I'm burping or if I'm farting, it's because it's a physical necessity. There you go.
All right, and the standard autographs on the mankind. Oh, someone says that quad sign is so tempting. Well, you got about 10 minutes.
No, Michael, read exactly what he put.
I'm not saying the F word. All right, listen, I think I need to close this up so we can move to some others. This is the last call. You need a $105 bid or more, or else this is going to be one in-house. So I'm going to give this one more autograph. If someone wants to make a 105 or higher, please chime in, or else we're going to move on to the next item. But this is a personal item. This was hanging on his mama's wall for 40 years.
Yeah.
Right here for you. All right.
Hey, did we find any footage of me wearing the hockey jersey of the
You
players?
don't need to, don't worry.
Okay.
We think that's going to be another in-house bid. Sean McGilray, North Reading, Massachusetts, 945. Just a standard mankind.
Who?
Tell him to leave.
I'll tell her myself.
She's
when
already
I'm
mad.
wearing it.
She's already mad at you today.
What you gonna do? Leave me? Ha!
There we go.
All right. Another one for Anthony DeSimone, Bellport, New York, 929.
I know Bellport well. There we go.
All right, and finally, this one's for Robert Stone in Hazlet, New Jersey. All right, Chris Widd said, I'm not letting that go for 100. 105 to Chris Widd. In-house. Do we have a counter in-house, or are we going to let Chris Witt snipe you at the very end?
Right at the very end.
And $6 and 6 cups of
No. $5 increments are...
$110 and 6 cups of ice cream.
All right, we have 110 on the floor. House bid is now 110.
Whoop.
Just to let everybody know this is a real person. It's not one of us. It is our friend Adam from Title Belt Ice Cream.
I'm not on the high spot payroll.
There you go.
Rachel
None of us
Kelly.
are on the high
Rachel
side.
Kelly. Rachel Kelly got all three of these Funkos. This is 926. Do your thing. I think that was in
All
orange.
right.
Chris, wait, we're not screwing you over. It's just somebody else wants this for his office way more.
And Chris, if you're just looking for any item, don't worry. We have several.
We have
more
the
to
Broken
come.
Dude Love glasses.
Package check.
The incredible in-room dining experience.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it is
That's-
We have
$1,000.
the hockey jersey. and-
$1,000, and you get to hang out with Mick Foley in his hotel room for 1 hour,
And
enjoying room service.
That's right.
And he promises not to burp.
I had no
more
idea the Holiday Inns did room service.
First of all, they do. Or we could send out for, Uber Eats or any of those things that wacky kids are doing these days.
Yeah, that's my person.
This order number here is 926 for Rachel Kelly.
Kevin Gill, yes, JSA will be on site today.
Yeah, everything that you've seen so far will have a JSA
Kevin
authentication.
James said, "Can you run the peanut butter falcon after this one?"
Oh, we
So
could.
that's Kevin Gill, as in the Kevin Gill?
That is the
Yeah.
Kevin Gill.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Kevin
Hold
Gill.
on.
Okay.
Rachel Kelly is asking, are they supposed to be inscribed? What are we? The Funkos?
Well, there
They
is.
have
It's
it.
bang bang. Have a nice day and ow.
I'm just saying you need to.
Yeah,
save
yeah.
that.
He's giving it. Trust
Doing
me.
it.
Now, if you want to override that one with yours, you can, but it's a little late on that one. Jason Parrott, 868 Fleming Island, Florida. Todd Satterfield said sharing a Whataburger with Mick would be incredible.
Oh wow! But the thing about Whataburger, you gotta get it hot, brother.
Otherwise,
It's got to.
disgusting.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say disgusting. I think it becomes just another burger after about the 10-minute mark.
Have you ever had their gravy?
No, it's good.
It's milk gravy.
Ooh,
I
interesting.
found that out on vacation. It was like midnight, and we went to Whataburger.
10, 5 minutes.
Depending on what state we're in, we'll order out for a barbecue or whatever it is you guys like to do. Food's on Foley, but it will set you back 1K. Yeah.
Dan Hawkins, Bridgeport, West Virginia, 861.
10-minute one.
All right, you heard of 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get your items, including that quad sign piece. And where are we at with this auction? Because I got to close it up. It's 105 in-house bid. 110?
House bid.
House bid 110. All right. 110 plus ice cream, but we can't call it ice cream. Sean Kenny, Pompton Lakes, New Jersey.
Non-dairy.
Frozen dessert.
Now, I hope you brag about the fact that I order each year for Christmas, right?
I do.
The
Okay.
marketing
good.
campaign this year.
Yeah. What's the number?
This is 863.
Miss Foley's baby boy.
That's right. We have Noel's Noel, which is the
Noel.
peppermint with candy cane.
The peppermint bark.
Yep, that's right. We have Woofles Waffles, my dog Woofle.
What, Wolfels has his own ice cream?
Waffle waffles, yeah.
And Big Steak doesn't have his own ice cream?
Big. I think the obvious choice.
I think it's
are Big
funnier
Steak.
if it's a vegan ice cream
It's
called
vegan.
Big Steak. It's
It's
great.
vegan.
I think it's funnier.
Casey Collins, you know we always do the mail-ins first, so you'll have to go back and watch on a replay. But we are signing items that are bought on highspotsauctions.com, which is still open for 5 more minutes.
I just turned the air on for anyone.
Oh, yeah, it's a little warm.
77.
And some people are wearing flannel, which
Yeah,
makes
that's
it
right.
87.
Yeah.
All right, and just autographs on this
Oh,
one.
look
Or,
at that.
you know, do your thing.
Yeah,
but-
do my thing. Nice. I know what to do.
You can see the mind working. Hey, speaking of the mind working, Mick, I heard a rumor.
Yeah?
Are you looking to do one more match?
Yeah, but
Is that
I'd
a real thing?
I'd have to lose an extraordinary amount of weight, and it's not falling off like I hoped it would.
Yeah.
WrestleCon Super Show.
So I'm gonna have to re-examine where I am at a certain point.
I think Mick is looking for Ric Flair last match money. So, you know.
It's not about the money.
Michael, do it.
I want to have a fun match, but I am having trouble. I've been working out. I feel better, moving better, but it's not showing up as of yet on the scale. So I'm not sure. I'll have an answer by the beginning of the year.
Now, you don't have to tell us who it is, but I've seen a lot of suggestions for your match. You don't even tell us if you don't want to, but is there a name locked into your head? Like you
No,
want to?
no. There's a lot of different options for
Okay.
such a thing.
All right. SUNY award winner goes to $110. Okay, so congratulations, in-house.
House bid.
So I'm going to pull that offside. You let us know exactly. You invoice them, please, and then tell us exactly how you want to sign.
Make sure you pay.
He's already paid. Can you just sign it right now and let's be done with this?
Sure, let's go. Right
right.
here. How do you want to sign?
Adam,
I
how do
have
you
no
want
idea. Well, I
Do you want a
Give
black
it to me.
paint pen?
Oh, well.
Or
I'm putting it on my wall. So on.
I think a paint
Yeah.
pen would make
I
it.
think what.
I think you should sign on the front. That way you can enjoy the audio
Yeah,
too.
because it's going on the wall.
I think anything
I grew
with
up
a
in
dark
Syracuse.
blue. Oh,
That's
okay.
what I want. Spent some
Oh yeah,
time there
there
for
we go.
them.
That shows up.
There you go. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Nah, that's
There we
Very
go.
nice.
Put that right on the wall.
Can he get two Adam on there?
Oh my gosh! Now you asked 2 out.
Well, I had to convince him to get it. So.
That's fine. I'm paying cash. There's no credit card fees. So.
Wow,
Oh.
cash is
Very
king.
nice.
Cash goes right here, this pocket.
Yeah, you should give it straight to him. Give it straight to him right now.
There you go.
All right, big order for Daniel Bessels, Orlando, Florida. Where's the? Oh, okay. So you're going to see the faces of Foley, the ones that you buy from us. We've taken them out of the box because I thought it would be easier for Mick to sign them. He said he could do it either way, but that's why you're going to see them. We're going to put it back in the box.
Tell
That
me the real reason why we did it.
well, we have to get them JSA certified. It's a lot easier just to do it.
Oh, it is easier for the certification.
Thank you,
now.
Mick. Shows the cash.
Just
There
put
we
it on
go.
the box for today.
There we go with a little cactus jack.
I'm gonna make a decision. Let's go with a different color on the next one.
Okay.
Because that orange.
It's
is,
losing a little bit of its pizzazz.
Yeah,
it
it
usually
is.
looks good. So, deco color is good for figures.
Oh yeah, Deco's great.
Ken sucks. High spots rules.
There we go.
All right, what's the standard inscription for the mankind on this one? Because
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day is the standard on this. This is an original photo file as well. Very limited number of those still available at highspotsauctions.com, unless you cut them off.
Michael, they still have 3 minutos.
All right, 3 minutes.
There you
And then
go.
finally, this dual signed with Ric Flair, which will be double certed. Rick was witness certed, and we'll add a second witness cert right next to that one.
There we go.
All right, Nicholas Shomelinski, Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Multi faces. So on this one, the Cactus Jack. Okay, so he only bought one of the
Does he
three.
say what color he wants?
No, let's do that yellow because I think that yeah that shows up good. This is 106.
There we go.
All right, let's do this one.
Okay.
All right, same pen. This is for Timothy Campbell, Johnson City, Illinois, 088.
2-minute warning.
Dude, love.
2 minutes, guys. Run over to highspotsauctions.com. Don't get left out. We'll be on camera until the very end. I'm looking at all the pile of Three Faces of Foley figures here, celebrating the release of this new Elite series, just like we celebrated the release of the Funkos when they came out 2 years ago.
That's right. This is the first like bulk signing I'm doing of the
Yeah,
Three
and,
Faces.
and I appreciate
Yeah.
you made us the priority. So.
Sure did.
All right, let's go to that one.
Yeah.
If you can you add destruction can be beautiful?
That's what she said.
All right, have a nice day, and then HIAC 98.
All right.
And this is Matthew Walden 980. That one's done.
There you go.
J-
Go.
Jason Paris 981, just a standard signature on that one.
All right.
If you could sign that one, Hell in a Cell 628.98. This one is for Steve Fox 102. Hell in a Cell 628.98.
There
Keep
we
that pen out, just the standard autograph on that one.
All right.
Got the Mankind.
So we'll do Mankind in white from now on.
Okay.
Or silver.
Let's,
Wait.
do we have the thin white? Thin white?
Oh, we did.
We did.
There's white in there.
Thin white. Oh, right here, right here, right here. This, okay. All right, and finishing strong with the Dude Love. It's all for Steve Fox. Thank you, Steve. Mick, where do you want to go next with the auction items? I know you brought a couple. Which one do you want to do next? You want to do the tie-dye shirt, maybe?
Yeah, let's do the tie-dyed shirt.
Okay. All right, is that one done there?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's switch off to Joe Krattinger's order.
Now, what makes the tie-dyed shirt special is it is just a shirt that was given to me, which is you turn it inside out, and it is a Grateful Dead tribute band. But when I got up over 3 bills again during the pandemic, when I started doing TV appearances, this was one of my mainstays. So I should have done my homework, had photos of me wearing it on Most Wanted Treasures, but this was multiple time Most Wanted Treasures. You can see just from the wear and tear that this is a frequently worn shirt. So we're just going to start at $50.
$50
yeah.
for a shirt you wore on
Game
TV?
worn, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Started at 50, and hopefully we'll go up from there.
Oh, we will.
You know, it is, like I said, one that I wore quite a bit. I know somewhere I've got the old game worn stuff. I just don't know where as of now.
All right, Joe Grattinger, this one's for you, 871. He's doing the 3 Faces of Foley ringside set.
Okay.
All right, and Garrett Haynes said $100 to start us off. Thank you,
Very
Garrett.
nice. Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate you.
All right.
Can you fold that shirt out for me real quick?
Yeah.
I think I found the picture of him wearing it.
Okay, so you want me to hold it up?
Well, no, I need to see what the logo looks like on the inside.
Oh, the inside of it.
Flip it inside out, Michael.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I would usually wear it without the logo because when you're doing TV shows, you don't want logos.
We found you wearing with
Ooh,
logo.
very
On
nice.
TV?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, it's from Comic-Con.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, from Comic-Con, okay.
Hamilton Comic-Con. Yep, that's exactly the shirt
Yeah.
you were wearing.
But I wore it a lot. I'd say it's got almost as much as the reverse tie-dye my daughter made me, which I was seriously thinking about letting go for charity, but I just wasn't ready. Just wasn't ready yet.
Okay. Now, we decided to do that in white,
White,
right?
yeah.
Oh, right.
There we go. Let me do this in a Sharpie.
But we already have a $100 bid on the floor. Garrett Haynes.
Go.
All right, I'm going to switch to yellow on that one. That'll complete Joe Grattinger's. Garrett Haynes in the lead. Must need a 105 or higher bid. All right, keep that pen out or
Yep.
any yellow one. This one, we're moving on to Daniel Posner, Staten Island, New York, 948. You don't like these thin pens, I see. You're gravitating
Some of them I do for the
for the
Funkos. I do.
Okay, all right.
But we got a little more writing area here.
Okay.
There we go.
And finishing it up.
Dude, love action.
All right, let's go. Trying to keep the same one, so.
I hear you,
Dude
brother.
love Joseph Pitolay. These are yours, Freeport, Illinois, 950. Kevin Jane says, I was an extra in the movie. Have pics of the two of you. So I'm guessing you're going to want to stick around for that auction.
That's a cool one, yeah. And he could probably attest that he was an extra. Shia LaBeouf spent a lot of time with the extras. Like, he had just had one of his issues the weekend before I got there, like the day before I got there. But for the 3 or 4 days I was there, he could not have been nicer, more helpful, better to work with. So, and he would spend quite a bit of time, like just hanging with the extras. I really
Nice.
appreciate that about him. There you
All right,
go.
Joseph Pitolay, that completes yours. We're moving on. We got a lot of triple sign. Ryan Quinn, you're up next. Right there. Okay. Ryan Quinn is 862. He's from Stoneham, Massachusetts.
Boy, was Jake Roberts great in the Peanut Butter Falcon or what?
Absolutely.
He was so good. When I read the original script, I was very cynical because I didn't think they could find an actor who can convince fans that there was a human being out there who would rather defend his territory in the backyard than make a young man with Down syndrome look good.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Jake doing it, and I was like, the movie's going to work. Like, it wasn't until I got on set and saw Jake Roberts in that role, I think as Samson, I was like, this is going to work.
Yeah.
Because he's pulling it off, brother. Okay. Great Rivals episode, by the way, with Jake and Macho Man.
Finishing up Ryan's Quinn's order, the Dude Love. Anytime you want us to bring you anything other than this tricep just to break
No,
it up.
I love
we'll
it,
do
man.
All right.
I'm in a groove, I think.
I think you are.
By the way, the letter L, stolen, borrowed by me from the List of Jericho. So instead of just making it L, which is 2 lines, boring.
That L is basically Jericho's entire signature, by the
I
way.
mean, pretty much.
Nicholas.
He just puts a C.
Does he really?
Yeah. Nicholas Sanchez, San Antonio, Texas, 949. These next 3 are for you.
As a tribute to some of the younger talent, I'm just going to start drawing a squiggly line on all these things.
Don't do it, Mick. Don't do it.
Not going to name names, but when you told me about a couple of people who came in and then actually showed me, you're like, now how am I going to sell this? I was like, it's a squiggly line. Just zero commitment.
Oh, Alexis Joshua Miranda Diaz says you helped him on his proposal a couple years ago. Tell us a little more about that, Alexis.
Yeah, I'd like to hear a little bit more about that. There we go.
Maybe it was part of your cameos, which you still do. You probably have to do them every night just to keep up, don't you?
Yeah, there's a special, believe me, going on right now today, $50. Now that's one half of what it usually is, and I dropped my price from $150 to $99 about 4 months ago, just because it's more of a sweet spot,
Yep.
and I want people to be able to afford it. And so I was flooded yesterday. I did the maximum 30, and I was like, all right, I'll do another 30 today.
Wow.
So that's cameo.com/Mick Foley. Not eligible with the app. Which
You can do
takes,
30 in one day?
yeah, if you stay up late.
Yeah,
and, you know. When I got in last night after I drove,
Which
and
we'll
I
tell
got-
that story.
Yeah, I got in around 3:30, 2:45 a.m., and I was up until about 4:30 doing the cameos. But I enjoy it. I do.
This man had a flight that he could have gotten on.
Yeah.
And he said, nah, I'll drive it. Peter Fultz, Laplace, Louisiana, 933.
The reason I did that is because I've got a indie show in Hackettstown, New Jersey tomorrow. And I'm like, you know what? I can be there in 10 hours driving. And by the time I get to the airport, I'm only saving 4 hours. And people you can attack who've been there, and airports are a lot of tension. You know?
Yeah, they are. And,
And
you're at their mercy
Yeah.
on their time. I find it amazing, not to call you old by any means, but you've had the opportunity to put a lot of miles on those tires, and you still are okay with driving.
Yeah.
At some point.
It's peaceful.
How
brother.
do you pass the time? Are you a radio guy? Or you?
You know, I am a radio guy, but that was back in the day where all my good promos came from. Because I had that alone time. Really liked it. I am a radio guy.
Ricky Rana. This one's for you. 128. Ricky Rana.
Yeah. That's pretty much our best.
Is it music? Is it talk radio?
Mostly it's music. Mostly, I throw in a lot of Partridge Family along the way. Like some of their tunes. Last night I was listening to Outlaw Country for about 4 hours.
Okay.
And I was listening to like 80s country. Now I might not listen to 80s country for another 3 months, but it got me. It did the job yesterday.
There should be there is a channel I think called The Highway. So, you know,
A lot of bro country going down there.
Yeah.
I'm good for about 5 songs.
Yeah.
But once you've heard the third similar theme in 5 songs.
I know what you're saying, but I do feel they're easy to sing along
Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
Kind of keeps you awake.
Yeah, I agree.
That way you don't have to put the head out the window just to keep going.
Yeah, I look back like in '97. I'm like, I had 2 small kids, Did I really need the window open? Did I need to be pouring ice water down my shirt? Like, couldn't I have just stopped for the night?
Justin Swimmer, Norfolk, Virginia, 870. The next review.
Loved him on Friends. Thank you so much. And you were on a break, all right? So there you go, Mr. Swimmer.
Did you see that commercial that he's in where Jennifer Aniston pretends like she doesn't remember him? It's like an Uber Eats commercial.
No.
She's like, I don't remember you.
We spent how many years together? 40 years.
It's like we spent 10 years together.
I still got my Janice crush, by the way, for those of you wondering. Fully intact. What a great character.
Lewis says, I see Mick jamming out to Wu-Tang Clan. I'm not so sure Wu-Tang Clan is anything he...
wouldn't say I can remember jamming. I'm not saying I would never have jammed out to them.
All right, guys, back to the shirt. Are we still at $100?
What? That's an insult.
$100?
Son of a nutcracker.
Guys,
Three-time WWE champion.
a figure.
I was
costs
wearing that when I talked to
more.
The Rock on the phone.
It's true. It's true. $100. I need a 105 or higher bid, guys.
Yeah.
You can tell me and call me.
I'm sorry for the outburst there, but
Let's just start the hard one. This is Harold Roberts, Delmont, Pennsylvania, 016.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking of my kids. They do an imitation of me when I'm upset.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh darn it, buddy. Can you really be upset when you're using the words gosh darn it?
It undermines the fervor of the...
Oh, gosh darn it, buddy.
All right, well, Athamusius, I think he got the message. He said 105 for the shirt.
There you
So-
go. That's a little better. I feel a little better now. There you go.
All right, finishing up white.
Hey, might we be able to do a little Uber Eats type of
Oh,
thing
yeah,
here?
absolutely. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
You know what I want? Egg foo young from a Chinese restaurant.
He's very specific. I like that.
Could we get some
Could-
Chinese?
Could you tell Chelsea egg foo young?
Yeah,
please?
vegetable egg foo young, please.
All right, Timothy Haber, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 866. Timothy, I hope you're going to be joining us at WrestleCon in just a mere 3 weeks.
Or is it Timothy?
It could be Timothy.
Okay.
I know you're already booked WrestleMania weekend elsewhere. I'm trying to get him to squeeze in a SummerSlam weekend.
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
us.
try to do that. Any idea where SummerSlam, where Mania is next year?
The rumor is Minneapolis, but I don't think it's been officially stated.
Okay.
Minneapolis, good town, right?
It is a great town, yeah. There you go.
Joseph Zarate, Sunnyvale, California, 122. And Athamusia is still in the lead at 105. Come on, somebody outbid the great Athamusius over there in England.
There we go.
You don't have 0122 Zarate? Well, I can assure you it's a real number. That's a Josh question. Alexis Joshua Miranda Diaz, who you helped out with his proposal, says, I hope you can do dinner together. You can. Mick gave you a list of towns. You could do dinner right in the hotel room. Listen, he said one other person, but if you sport the bill, I'm sure he'd let you bring the wife.
Yeah, you know, I'll pay for up to 2 other people. If you
2.
want to make it a total of 4, then you cover the other
Yeah.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be in Cincinnati. I will likely be in Louisville again in the next couple of months for an OVW taping. Loved my time in OVW. I'll be in Indianapolis. You can check out. I'll be in Hackettstown, New Jersey. A lot of places. California.
Greg Skolt, speaking of California, Vacaville, California, 019.
There we go. Our dear friend Nita Strauss is getting married.
Really?
You know who's conducting the ceremony?
Oh.
This guy right here. That's why I'm going out to LA.
Oh.
But I'll be staying a few
How
extra days.
much prep work do you have to do when you're conducting
Almost
a ceremony
zero.
like that? Almost zero?
I should do more. This is one of those things where you're like, I'm going to count on the words falling into place. The
Okay.
first one I did quite a bit, and I am going to brush up on this one. The most important thing is finding a fun theme to talk about. Somehow encompasses music, and I did a good one for. Last one I did was for Keith Lee and Mia Yim, and I thought that was a pretty good speech.
Travis Early, the next three are for you. Des Moines, Iowa, 023.
Des Moines, Iowa. You might want the Caitlin Clark shirt.
No, that's not available on Pro Wrestling Tees right now. That's
Not.
a, you
No,
gotta,
this is
you
only.
gotta find you in Iowa.
Yeah, this is just me. Yeah, but if I mean, I'm getting a total of 12, and whichever ones I don't wear, I will donate to the her foundation there in Des Moines.
Rick, what type of that did you get?
Um,
Chicken, shrimp, house special, pork,
House vegetable.
house special or vegetable?
She said
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She's a Will
I can't.
special.
I can't hear. I'm half deaf. I really am. I'm not being funny.
I'm gonna use that against you every single
I
time
really
I can.
am. I should probably get hearing. Would you like an egg roll or anything?
Oh, you have to speak up. I only have
Oh,
one ear.
would you like a?
No, I'm good at just the egg foo young.
Getting roasted over here.
Fire
Chris.
for her.
I
Fire.
need that one.
Chris Karcher, East Hartford, Connecticut. This is order number 098. He's in a rhythm here. He's knocking them all out. We only got a couple of more try-signed ringside exclusive figures. I'm going to make him sign a few extras. So
Yeah.
if you're coming in late, I will. I'll let Tommy Thomas, maybe offer him on the show tonight.
Like rice noodles.
Ooh, interesting. Rice, please.
Rice plain or they have chicken, beef, house.
House vegetable fried rice.
They only have vegetable lo mein.
All right, just regular fried
Okay,
rice. Yeah.
got it.
Chelsea, geez.
Find a new place, Chelsea.
I'm trying to get him.
Move
what he
on.
wants.
Find a new place.
Trying to find him what he wants.
Sorry you have to listen to this, Chris Karcher. All right, and guys, I think the T-shirt at 105. Last call, 105 on a T-shirt. If Mick doesn't want to let it go for 105 to Atha Moosies, I'd understand. But right now,
No, we put it up there. Yep.
all right, 105 to Atha. So
It's gonna
Atha,
pay for my gas going up to New Jersey.
yeah,
Yep.
there you go. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Next up, Chris Spaghetti and Meatballs is back. He sent in a couple pieces, but he ordered this one as well. 089 for Chris.
Can I know the origin of that name?
Sure. His last name is Capriglione. You want me to say that over and over?
No.
Okay. So,
I had a difficult enough time with your name.
all right, here we go. So, Chris Spaghetti and Meatballs is a lot easier to say and more fun.
There you go.
Finishing them up. Looks like Atha may survive. I'm now getting texts from all my people. Sorry about Wake Forest. Sorry about Wake Forest. Sorry about Wake Forest. Thanks. Rub it in. Go ahead. It's baseball season, Mick. It's baseball season.
It is.
All right, let's
You're
go.
officially out emotionally.
Yep.
You don't have a second team you root for?
Nope, that's it. Chad Everhart, Bessemer City, North Carolina, 969. All right, I think we're at 105 for real. I didn't miss a comment. 105. Congratulations, Atha. Let's get the hockey jersey. I want.
No.
What? You got to make a house bid. Come on, the way these bids are coming in, you're going to win it no problem. Because I know you'll step up.
I will.
What?
Because the feed just went down. It's great. Hit a weird turn of events.
Well,
There we go.
Chad, I just saw that extra. I do apologize. I tell you what. No, Chad. Because if I do that, everyone's going to ask. All right.
What would they ask?
He wanted a different color.
Oh.
Don't fall for it.
I'm not going to fall for it.
Sorry, Chad.
You could have sent it in and made your case. You could have sent it in and done any color you wanted.
Did he sign the chart?
No. He's got to pay, and then he's going to get to decide exactly how he wants it. All right. Let's go to this yellow, and if you could add Hell in a Cell 98
All right.
to that.
Atha won the shirt for 105.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Atha, I'm going to invoice you right now. Please pay.
All right. What's the house bid starting out on this? What's your bid?
500.
Nick, where you started at?
That's got to be 500.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I'm
He
telling
wanted it
Elise.
until then.
I'm telling Elise.
He wanted it until then.
No, I still can do that.
You could do it, but the wife might
They
frown
have
upon
voice in
you.
the
Oh, no,
background
she's
saying
going.
What's
5.
she going to do? I bought her a heart. She's
That's
fine.
true. That is true. He did buy her a heart.
That is so wrong of you to use that against
This
her.
was the jersey
Best
worn.
believe I'm
So
going
wrong.
to use it against
So
her.
wrong.
It's Josh.
The marksman of Fayetteville wore this jersey for Mick Foley night.
Fully custom sublimated jersey with your name on the back. Look at that.
Look at that, and it's 5X. It's for the big guys, or it's else it's for framing. But it's a nice looking piece. That's right.
All right, so you heard him. This is a big boy piece, $500 starting price. I'm waiting. I think Josh is waiting to see if there's anyone else. Maybe Josh might try to, slide under.
You might, yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
David Puckett, all the way in England, picked up this Funko 119.
There we go.
Jaron Trombley, we just add Hell in a Cell 98 to that.
There we go.
All right. Commissioner Foley Elite coming up. Daniel Rayleigh, 115.
We're just calling that tie-dye shirt.
Yeah. Gave it to Atha.
Grateful Dead shirt.
Keith Raby said, I'll go 50-50 on you. I don't know how you split up a jersey like that. You get the front, you get the back. I don't know.
No, it's custom.
Cut it in half.
There we go.
All right. Joseph Sanchez, he's back, 117.
You split the custom together.
So the thing is, I'm actually going to wear this for when I play a goal.
Oh.
It's a 5X. It's a big boy. It's a goalie cut. It's ready to roll. Atha, pay your bill.
You would wear that.
I would.
Cheers,
Just to
street
piss
hockey.
everybody else off of my
You know what? We'll actually lower the induction price to $250.
What?
Oh, he's in.
Right in half now.
I was
Now I
at
know you.
500. I was just making sure no one else screwed
All right, well, maybe it'll go up to 500. But you've been a good supporter of my stuff, the Santa letter, a couple other things. So
Yeah, yeah.
if the interest isn't there to get it up to 500, you should get it for 250.
All right.
Through college.
250 starting bid. Now someone join in and try to.
No, Keith Raby, I'm legitimately wearing this.
He does play in a child's hockey league. So
Hey, man,
Who said child?
Better than-
There is a child that plays on this
and
team.
he's way better than everybody
He
else on
is.
that team.
He is way better.
all right, Curtis McGrath, Alberta, Canada. Got a lot of stuff here to sign. Let's start with this one here.
All right. Where's he from?
He is from Fort McMurray, Alberta,
Oh,
Canada.
wow. Yeah, they had the terrible fires there a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Kevin Owens.
That's when I have dinner with
Did we lose it?
Lost his cap.
Can I have somebody who's much more flexible than me go get the top of this? Do not Mick. Do not
Over
try.
here.
Do not
Yeah,
try.
you don't want me bending down there.
All right, sign that one standard. We have young people around here
Yeah,
that can
it's
do
right
that
down
without
here.
injuring themselves.
I'm not young.
There we go.
Excellent. Wow.
I'm not young.
You were not. Neither is Michael.
Oh, no way I'm bending
His
over. I may not get back up.
AARP came in the other
Yeah,
day.
my back may lock up.
May?
Go.
It already is. I can hear it.
Am I gonna have to pick you up?
Abdus Musios, thank you for paying. What are you questioning about?
No, he has his quad sign piece. It has not come up yet, I don't think.
Okay. So when it does, we can do the shirt. Why
Yeah.
do you want to know, Alpha?
It's right here.
I think it's funny that the kid that
coming
has
up,
no
Alpha.
shirt in his photos.
He had his shirt on when I met him.
Oh, what a letdown! Alpha.
Story with Atha is in the beginning of COVID, we had Terry Reynolds in here, and Atha was a customer. And how did she know what he looked like?
Marine had the hots for him.
Oh, that's right, Marie. That's
We
true.
found the photo of him shirtless.
That's
and
true.
Spread it all over the internet.
All right, this is the Hell in the Cell 11 by 14, just standard inscription on this one.
Okay. Any
I've never seen them.
any personalization?
Nope, just
Okay.
Mankind and probably the HIIC.
I was,
Again, just thank you for noticing that I do spend a little time
Yeah.
trying to make it look good.
Same thing on that one, please, and that'll complete Curtis in Alberta, Canada. Hockey jersey at $250. Who's in? Who's gonna challenge
not a damn person.
Amigo?
Yeah, everyone does. No shirt, Musios.
Oh yeah. So back to the story. So at the Musius, Marine had the hots for him. Showed Terry Reynolds, and Terry Reynolds was, watch this. Gets Atha because we were doing the one-on-ones back
Right.
then, like like a two-way thing. Just an autograph on that one.
Michael, look at Alpha's thing and see if you're okay with that.
I'll let Mick decide.
Okay.
But
Oh, Daniel Rayleigh.
oh, good, we
I
have
know,
some.
I
good.
said I'm in it. I'm in.
All right, Tim McGoldrick, that was yours. I forgot to call it, so that was yours right there. One of several pieces to come. Tim
you,
McGoldrick,
Tim.
Canton, Massachusetts. Let's go ahead with. He's got all three elites coming up, as well as a turnbuckle. So big order from Tim McGoldrick. And Daniel Rayleigh challenging Amigo. Starting us out tonight, $250.
I'll put it down on paper so people put link.
All right, there it is. $300 to Josh. Daniel Rayleigh. I'm sure he'd like to spoil Josh's night. So
Oh,
Daniel
these
Rayleigh
two.
also
Three-
screwed me at the gathering.
320 or higher, please.
I always be so happy
320 or
if
higher.
someone gets this and
Wait.
it's not Josh.
Literally or
Oh yeah, we're hearing about this for the first time.
figuratively
Hey,
speaking?
hey, we don't judge here.
I don't judge. No
We're
judgment
open,
zone,
we're
but
open.
No. The issue of it was that he bought Ballad of a Moondog, the vinyl record that I was looking for.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Moondog fan. So we're gonna fight. Damn, Red's 325. Ooh.
You would know.
Is that it?
Yeah, we got turnbuckle.
Okay.
there we
All right.
go.
And this turnbuckle here, this is the Three Faces treatment, please.
All right, you got it, brother. What do you think would be best on this?
Well, whatever you do, don't put a deco on that.
I was gonna
Don't
say,
put
I
a
don't love
deco,
decos
okay.
Yeah,
dry.
decos do not dry.
Posca?
Let's stick to the Sharpie paint pens. We know
Okay.
they dry. So any Sharpie that you want to do,
Okay.
we typically will
have a
use. You don't have a silver in here? Oh yeah,
Silver.
silver. Whatever color you want to do.
Okay.
But Sharpie.
Where's my blue? This one should come out good as dude. With
You think that'll dry on the
I-
vinyl?
Yeah, it
Okay.
will. It's dry pretty quick, I think.
Okay. All right. $400 to Amigo in the house. Is Daniel Rayleigh
Outbid 'em.
in it to
Daniel.
win it? Is he in it just to drive up the price on
Oh,
Josh?
please do.
Is he in it
Josh is gonna need to do him.
or is he out?
He's gonna get kicked out.
Can I live with you, Michael?
I got room.
The bottom, no. The basement's mine.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
I'm moving in.
No, Chelsea's busy.
Don't say it. No, don't say it.
No, I am moving in this weekend.
There we go.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad somebody
I told
realized
him.
that.
Well, you keep saying it over and over.
Realize that's
All right, Kane Pierce, London, England. If you could put to Kane, 3-time WWF champion.
All right.
This is 124. All right, let us know. I've got more auction items to get to, so let us
There
know,
we
Daniel
go.
Rayleigh. Are we in it or are we out? Ryan Stepp, South Charleston, West Virginia. If you can make that to Ryan, R-Y-A-N.
All right.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh, Atha said when he met Terry Reynolds for the first time, she didn't remember him, and then he took off the shirt, and then it jogged her memory.
Took off the shirt.
Yeah, Atha's a good-looking kid. He took off the shirt. Well, all the girls go
He's a
crazy.
nice kid too. I met him.
All right, Travis Early, Des Moines, Iowa. Just a standard autograph there with a standard inscription.
All right. There we go.
All right, this is Robert Love, Concord, California, 114. If you could add Hell in the Cell, 1998.
Do we
to it.
want it to Robert?
Nope, just Hell in the Cell, 1998.
Okay.
I need everyone to keep bidding because my wife said I have to stop at 400. So,
He's gonna say 400. He's gonna go 700.
There we go.
I'll listen to
This
it.
one is that one there?
So if
All right.
beat me at
The
405,
quad.
Christopher Detillo, Quebec City, Canada, 118. Do your thing. All right. Did we hear back from?
Napa?
No. Did we hear back from Daniel Rayleigh?
Yeah, he basically said he'll let me have it, but I want to keep it open for other people to bid.
All right.
They don't have to let me win it.
We're at $400. Mick showed his hand early when he said let's start it at 5, but it's sitting at 4. If you want to make
Really
Mick
like to
happy,
get 5 for it.
if you really want to make Mick happy,
Chelsea,
and
you
hit
got
$500 bid.
I don't want.
Oh, what was that, Chelsea?
I don't want you to win.
Then pay $500 to the man.
I just don't want you to win. I want
Could you
someone else
imagine
to
wearing
win.
that jersey every day in front of me?
Just take that Barry Bloom paycheck and give it right to Mick.
She'd have to get paid first.
I do get paid. You don't know my business.
Come on. Thank you, Amanda.
No, he really doesn't. That's the funny part. He thinks he knows a little bit. He doesn't know the whole thing.
Okay.
Looks really good. For those of you who grabbed it, by the way, this is a metallic piece, so it just really
That
pops.
really does look nice.
Darren Lilly, St. Louis, Missouri, 121. What other auction item did we bring? What do we got back here? Oh, the glasses. Yeah.
The glasses and then the dinner with Mick.
All right, bring the glasses here. The dinner with Mick is open.
We do
and-
have one rando item that I have.
Why?
Mick is on.
Yeah.
That we've been waiting
So you should have left it open for anybody.
It is open.
Oh, it's still open.
Yeah.
We're still open at highspotsauctions.com?
Oh, no. Do I need to?
Oh, I'm just saying while we finish up
turn it
these. Well, if anybody wants anything and we cut you off, let us know. If everyone's got an opportunity to order,
I'll turn it back
you're
on.
so quick to turn things off.
Because, oh my God.
Are you gonna do the magazine auction?
Lord, bear me the strength.
Yeah, we're gonna. Kevin James wants the
Oh,
peanut butter.
Falcon.
Yeah, we got
Oh, the
that.
peanut butter falcon. That's right.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna speed things up for you.
Okay.
Yeah, that can't
We're
be-
still at $400 on this. How do we want to start the glasses? We could sign the right there, real
We can,
small.
yeah. $20.
20
and I'll
bucks
sign
on the
it.
glasses. So let's do an auction, 20 bucks now. We have to disclose, guys, they were used so frequently on his cameos, he actually broke one of the sides. So they are broken, but heavily used in cameos. Hopefully you have a backup.
I do not on this trip. I'm going to have to gut through with a store-bought pair
Oh,
until I get home.
No.
There you go. They are signed.
all right.
Dude luck.
David Schutte starting us off at $20. And then the peanut butter falcon. We're just going to keep going to have all three going. Because we got a big staff here. They can handle it. Mick, tell everybody, you brought this in 2 times ago.
What's amazing about this is the book that I was given by the writers who turned out to be the co-directors. They had this vision. They had a meeting with me, and like it's made out of paper, cardboard, where we have the script. It's really charming. It's the script in its formative stages. It's storyboards, like you can see here, storyboarding. And for anyone who's seen the movie, it's a great little movie. It's unlike anything that I've seen out there, and they're got test shots here. with Zach, who was a star. You know, before they even started shooting, he did some test shots. And it's just a really cool piece. And am I allowed to say why we're putting it back up there?
Yes. So the original winner was Brian Kenebrowski, who, if you're an old school virtual fan, you remember Brian in the beginning was buying all these high end pieces. Brian's just at a point in life now where he's moving on. So this is for Daniel Rayleigh and Kathleen Georgia 126. So he has entrusted us with a lot of his collection to just sell it. So he bid, I think, $400, right?
And we're going to try to get that back for him.
And that's all he said. He said he's just trying to get back what he has into it. $400. Mick signed multiple pages on it. $400 with the peanut butter falcon script.
I mean, it's technically an original script. Like, it's way before the movie.
Yeah, it's before the. Yeah, it sure
Before
is.
the movie script. All right, whose order is this, Michael?
This one's Daniel Rayleigh 126. And multiple bids on the glasses. The glasses are currently David Chudy at $60 is the high bid. Currently house bid of Josh,
Yeah, David.
$400. I think we're at on the jersey. And the peanut butter falcon, $400 starting bid. Athamusius, I'm going to get your shirt signed right after he does this one.
And Michael, you can vouch for me that when you have most people come in and they know they're getting X amount, they're going to just give you their autograph,
Right.
right? They're not going to put the quotes on there. I
You
genuinely
go
want
above
the
and
stuff
beyond.
to look good. So,
And I told you, I said at the beginning, I think your autographs are actually getting better with age.
they
I think
are.
it's that calligraphy that you do every Christmas.
The Santa stuff carries over,
yeah,
right?
It is.
That's right. All right. There you go.
All right, there you go, Atha. And Atha, I'll bring the shirt up just to keep the loop. Now, he wants you to, it's up to you.
Okay.
He got this for a steal. And,
Yes.
and Atha, do you want him to sign the logo side, or do you want us to turn it inside out how he would normally wear it on TV before we sign it? So I'll have you answer that first. He wants you to put the quad signatures on it, and then add WWE Most Wanted Treasures TV Worn Hall of Fame 13.
Okay.
So go ahead and start writing your whole novel for the shirt. Let us know really quickly if you want it inside or out, Atha. Again, this is with the logo, where I'll turn it inside out as he wore it on TV and signed the blank side. How he would normally wear it. So we're going to turn this inside out. I've given you what he asked for, Mick. It's up
Yep.
to you. I mean, it's not like you paid $500 for it, but
Someone want to be my shirt holder? Do you know how to do this?
yeah.
So we pull it as tightly as we can. And now it's like a piece of paper. You hold it up in the air, okay. Cactus Jack, Mankind.
Atha, I knew he was going to do it. I was just teasing you, buddy.
Mick Foley, and then he wants
WWE Most Wanted Treasures.
okay.
And then TV Worn HOF 13.
I'll let him fill in the Valentine with a fabric pen.
All right, there you go.
Or
Thank
a
you, Atha.
Sharpie, because
Because I do not have a red pen that will show up
Yeah.
on that. All right, back to these pieces. Kevin Gill, he was on the fence. He bit. We
Thanks,
got him to
KG.
bite. All right, 129 for Kevin Gill from Dignified Bastard Media.
Oops. All of his items are available at highspotauctions.com.
You turned them all back on?
My boss told me.
All right, you heard him. Everything's turned back on. Guys, normally we don't do this. Moses Alores, we had the option to do his normal custom, or you could override it and put your own. That was a choice. You don't get both. You get one or the other. Quad sign is still up, Kevin. If you want to go over there and grab that piece, this is a metallic, beautiful piece done by Andy.
Originally supposed to be a tri-piece, and what did I say?
You said
No.
I'm going to give them more than
Yeah.
we promised, like
Right.
you always do.
I will tell you that you were wrong about the Funko.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, we just
A standard. Okay.
Yeah.
Rachel Kelly, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, 130. Sorry. So yes, you get that unless you sent it in. If you sent it in, obviously you could have gotten anything you wanted. For the sake of time, guys. Sake of time.
Go. All right. Oh, we got it.
Well, one more. All right, Garrett Haynes up to $65 on the glasses.
Whoa.
Still nobody biting on the peanut butter falcon script, and the jersey's still going to Amiga. Dr. Chris Giles, Milledgeville, Georgia, you're up 131. These glasses right here, Garrett Haynes, $65, used in cameos for
I
months.
wrote the wrong name here.
Can I get a new one? Good thing we overprint.
There we go. Oh, and we have one of those cold bangs. I feel like I'm letting my energy down.
David Chudy now up to $70. Garrett Haynes, I'm going to give you time to counterbid. This is your last one? Oh. So anybody that went to buy it, it's not available?
Well, you know what? If somebody is willing to accept that it'll say Cactus Jack and Mankind in the reverse order, it makes for a pretty cool piece.
Do you have the inventory?
Hold on, Bub.
Huh?
I mean, it's to the inventory, so
Okay, so
yeah, we short printed on everything.
yeah. So did you? Because that means the last one will be.
Well, just if somebody wants this kind of unusual one where I made the mistake of putting the wrong name in the wrong place.
But all the names are still there.
Yeah.
That's what's most important.
So we'll go have a nice
Who was that
day,
on that- who was that
Cactus
order?
Jack.
Well, Chris Giles, I was going to give him the replacement. So there was someone that was looking to buy the last one.
Yeah, it was Kevin Gill.
No, Kevin Gill's already been signed.
Okay, so then let me see who it was.
I think the person that was asking, was Kevin Janes, and his order would have just come in, unless someone speaks up and says, "Give me that one of a kind,"
There we
then I
go.
can trade them out. But in the meantime, Dr. Chris Giles, you're up 131. This one's yours. That one there is the special one. Okay. If someone wants to switch it out,
Alright, I'm gonna turn that item off.
well, you should be out, inventory wise.
That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, this one's not worth anything. I accidentally wrote Al Snow's name. Oh, I don't get the same status. After Wrestlers was on, it's hard to really rib Al because even though he is cantankerous.
You know, in his Netflix series, I almost feel sorry for Al. Al doesn't look like he's having any fun.
I mean, like I said, he makes Squidward tentacles look positively joyful, right? But he is having fun. All right, we got it. Do your fans mind if I eat
No,
egg foo young
I remember
on the air?
last time.
I will
That's why
say,
brought it in
is
here.
this all we have here?
Yeah, if you want to take a break after this and let them put some orders. And
You want to do
then
that?
come back.
Okay,
Okay,
so let's
we can
just
do
do
that.
these, and then we'll come back if there's anything
All right.
left to do. All right, and David Chudy at 80 for the glasses.
Thank you, David.
All right, so Kevin James says he just got one. So does that mean that one belongs to Kevin James?
It says that I have 2 left.
We don't, right? No. All right.
So, I mean,
All right, Jeff Serino.
Can I give you a call when I'm out on the road? Probably in about 2 hours.
Kevin James, that would be Kevin James' last one, I guess.
All right.
Are you cool with that one, Kevin?
So what make of pen did you want on these?
Oh, anything but Deco. Anything but
But
Deco.
Deco,
The
okay.
Sharpies work great. Actually,
Posca.
let's not use Posca.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I should just say Sharpie.
Do we have
what
a
color?
blue Sharpie?
Blue Sharpie. I have this. Oh, that's blue. Nope.
Deco.
Where's our blue Sharpie paint pen?
Do what?
Blue Sharpie paint pen. These are all Decos.
No, I don't have.
You don't?
Sharpie.
Oh, let's use your blue then. Jeff Serino 112. If you can get that last one for Kevin James, he said if we can get a 2 Ashley on it, he'll take that one.
All right, the last one that messed up, Amanda. The last one that messed up, he's gonna take it. Kevin James will take it. And I'll print you his order.
There we go.
All right, this one, Kevin James, he got our last metallic. If I can get you to add 2
Amanda, there's more print orders over there.
Ashley.
This one too, Ashley?
Yep. Ashley. Thank you, Kevin.
There we go.
Very rarely do we not print enough, but
Let him know. Did you tell him what's wrong with it?
yeah, he
Okay,
was.
cool.
Yeah,
It's just.
it has all the names. All right, we're gonna do 4 more turnbuckle pads, then we're gonna let Mick eat, and then if there are any orders that come in, we'll come back and finish up. And of course, we're still quite on schedule to get to 7 o'clock. VGT, the Tommy Thomas, the Guru. This one's for Kevin Hurst, Warrenton, Missouri. No, he just put Kevin. It's not messed up. He just put the name that should have been on the right on the left on the right. They're all there.
Still looks good.
Nothing's messed up. It's just not the exact way he did the other.
Figured out
Where is it?
this one was the wrong.
Did I pull the wrong
Michael,
one?
you're fired.
Oh,
No, that was me. I pulled it.
well, what? So
He's supposed to catch you. When he
I know. I was supposed to. So we do have one for Kevin then. That's
Yeah, we
good.
do.
All right.
Unless it's a
So we'll just.
personalized-
So you just took it off and we're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Personalized,
We'll redo
Amanda?
this. No.
All right.
Definitely
Will.
get- well, we need to add 2 Ashley to that good
Well,
one.
no. We were doing that because it was a bad one, right?
Right.
All right. William Kitson, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 943.
To love Kindle glass.
Kevin James said makes it unique, perfectly imperfect, no worries.
There you
So
go.
there we go. So we have that extra one that's already now signed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over here.
So I don't know if you want to turn on one and let someone grab it, or if we're just going to hold it.
Why do you hate me so much?
I'm just.
You've met you, right?
You're driving the bus right now.
I wish.
All right, 2 more turnbuckle pads, and then we're going to let Mickey. Frankie Love, who sent in those 2 turnbuckle pads, get this one signed.
Frankie Love.
Daniel Bessels is up to $100 on the glasses. Congratulations. We're still waiting for a $400 starter bid on the Peanut Butter Falcon book and script. And Amigo looks like he'll be leaving with the jersey. No one has challenged a $400 bid on that.
Ooh.
All right, David Chudy is in at 110 on the glasses.
Yeah, David.
Who knew the glasses would be so wildly popular?
They broke earlier this morning. They were 1 step away from the bottom of the can.
If you could possibly estimate how many cameos those things survived for.
400?
400 cameos.
At least 250. At least 250.
All right, and I think the last piece before, actually, we'll do one more piece just to fix that one. Then, Carrie Gross, Timothy, Louisiana, 024. And that'll also give us time to make sure everything was done correctly. It'll give you a chance to go to highspotsauctions.com and grab anything that we have left. Everything today is JSA'd. Just adds to the value. I can show the script book, Martin, absolutely. 1 second. Let me finish up. So this was Frankie Love's. He's good. And if you did not see your item signed, you ordered late, we were going to come back post-snack, and we'll finish those up. All right, last piece before we give Mick a break. This was the piece that we should have signed correctly. Christopher DeTillo in Quebec City. We gave him the other one. I didn't catch it. Whoever pulled it didn't catch it. Chelsea caught it,
Good job, big dog.
and then
Gotta train y'all puppies up.
Puppies.
Call me big dog.
are we going to start a new feed, or do you have something to put on there, Big Steak?
We got your big mama interview.
Okay, you got something queued up? All right, Michelle Solomon. These are the glasses. Right now, the glasses are in the lead to David Chudy at 110. He wore these on several cameos when he does the Dude Love part of the cameo. Okay, just one more thing, Mick. If you could just, there was someone who came in, if you could just quickly explain the Peanut Butter Falcon script.
Peanut Butter Falcon is a great movie. It had an incredible rating on Rotten Tomatoes, like 98%. I thought it should have been nominated for more awards, but Zach, the young man with Down syndrome who the movie was written for, and Shia LaBeouf were presenters at the Oscars a couple of years ago. This was the book that was given to me by the writers who went on to be the directors. They had no Hollywood contacts. I was one of the first people they reached out to, and it is a storybook. It's a script. I've never seen anything like it. I've been around, not that I've done a ton, but I've done quite a few. And it's really cool. It's I don't want to say it's one of a kind, but it's very rare. And it's a movie that when presented to me, I didn't think could get made. And it went on to be a nice little hit. And it's the type of movie, it is a movie that people really react to. They really love it. So if you were someone who's touched by the movie The Peanut Butter Falcon, this was originally given to me. The young man who purchased it is now selling some of his collection, including this, and the price is $400. That's what he has in on it.
Yep.
Will he take less?
Well, I'll probably hold out for a little bit. All right, and I'm just going to wrap up the glasses right now. David Chudy in the lead at 110. We'll give a last chance for anyone to outbid David Chudy on. It is missing the right side of the frame, which adds to the story. David Chudy at 110. If they're already signed, so I could just invoice you if no one challenges before we take a quick break. I'm saying like 10-minute break, guys. We'll be right back here. We'll leave the orders open. If you did not see your item signed, we will come back and finish things up. It'll give you also a few minutes to go to highspotsauctions.com and grab any items that maybe you saw already signed and you wish you would have. All right, I don't see anybody challenging David Chudy, so if you don't mind, Big Steak, go ahead and play something. We'll give Mick a chance to eat. And David Chudy, congratulations. I'll send you an invoice right now. All right, Mick. Your food is here.
All right.
We're going to come back in about 10 minutes or so whenever you finish. I don't want to rush you.
I'll be
and
ready
we'll
in
finish things up, guys. So
All
we'll be
right.
right back, guys.
Hey you! Are you a professional wrestling fan? Check out the High Spots Wrestling Network. Hours and hours of the best pro wrestling on the planet. Streaming on your phone, tablet, PC, and available on Roku. Thousands of videos, all the top indie promotions. So what are you waiting for, champ? Head over to www.highspotswrestlingnetwork.com and check it out today. Hashtag HSWN. It's the best $9.99 in the biz.
Oh, Canada. The Great White North, Canada. It's produced some of the top-notch wrestling talent of the past and present that this great sport has ever seen. Our list is proof of that. Now, this list you may not agree with, and if you don't, then you just made the list.
You just made the list!
The following is proof that Canadians may be some of the nicest people on earth, but they also aren't afraid to kick your butt inside the squared circle. You may see some glaring names exempt from our list, as we had a lot to choose from, such as Gene Kiniski, the Vachons, Abdullah the Butcher, Whipper Billy Watson, Lance Storm, and many other great names from Canada. With that being said, let's dive into it.
Who were the great wrestlers to come out of Canada? There was a lot of them. There's a big Canadian influence in professional wrestling to this day.
Who is the greatest Canadian wrestler of all time?
The greatest Canadian wrestler of all time is a very good question.
Who is the greatest Canadian wrestler of all time?
Who is the greatest Canadian wrestler of all time?
Who is the greatest Canadian wrestler of all time?
I think the greatest Canadian wrestler of all time is probably Bret Hart, just based in terms of his accomplishments.
I, as an old school minded guy, I'm tempted to pick somebody like Ed Carpentier.
You've got to look at Don Leo Jonathan. You've got to look at Andre the Giant. You've got to look at Bret Hart, and that's his gimmick, but Bret Hart was the big, great wrestler during this time. You've got to look at
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Chris Jericho. For his longevity, for the way he has transcended eras, the way he has expanded eras.
Owen Hart.
But in my heart of hearts, I know it's probably closer to a Bret the Hitman Hart. And I know that sounds cliche because he spent his whole career, it became a catchphrase. I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. It's an easy answer, but there's a reason it's an easy answer, and that's because his work in the ring bears it out.
Coming in at number 10, Rick Martel. A former AWA World Heavyweight Champion, Rick Martel made his mark in pro wrestling all over the world, but his heel work as the model is what Martel is best known for.
Rick Martel, I think, was a really good wrestler, and in certain ways, his heyday came at a time of transition when the professional wrestling territories were, even the big ones, were falling to the side. He did a good job as champion, but he wasn't quite as, the AWA wasn't quite as over and didn't have it, and kind of lost for that, but also did really well with Vince McMahon and did really well with the WWF after going there.
Rick Martel might be one of the more underrated guys from the 70s and 80s and into the 90s. He was always in magnificent shape. The thing about Rick Martel was he was always kind of a babyface until the WWE gave him this Rick the Model character.
Vince didn't see me as a heel, Pat Patterson either. I said, oh, no way. You're a baby face, everybody likes you. And yeah, because I guess, I always go along with everybody in the ring. In the ring and outside and the people and all that. And they couldn't see me as a heel, They just couldn't. I said, yeah, I know I can do it, I know it. And Vince, no way. And finally, I said, look, Vince, if you don't do it, I'm going to go elsewhere and do it, Oh, yeah, well, finally, I gave my notice, and that was it. I left, So 2 weeks later, I get, not 2 weeks later, but a few days later, I get a call and say, look, why don't you come with us? I lived in Cocoa Beach then, and so says, why don't you, we're in Jacksonville, why don't you come up and we'll talk about it. So Vince sat me and Pat Patterson and said, look, okay, we'll do it, you want to do a heel thing, but, we're switching Macho Man, right now, and if we switch you, it might take away, so why don't we'll do it, but we'll do it slowly, maybe we can start it. So he says, we're doing TV tomorrow in Tampa, so why don't you come and start a couple of little interviews, maybe a little bit. And so I go there, and then finally when I go to Tampa, it's all changed. They want me to do a complete babyface interview, So, I said, hey. So right away I didn't say a word. I says, look guys, I'll be right back, do somebody else, and I'll be back, And I left there. And I said, hey, hell no, I says, I'm not going to wait. 2 weeks later, I'm at home, I get a call, Rick, it's Vince, oh man, because I already had called Japan and I had booked myself, to other places. So he says, listen, he says, I know what you want and, it's okay, look. He says two things, I remember these words, exact words. He said, look, WWF don't need Rick Martel and Rick Martel doesn't need WWF. So let's go from there. So I'm sure we can work something out. So I came back and we talked about doing it somehow, and then, you know, with Tito and all that, and yeah, very good. So then I didn't have a gimmick, right? So I said, well, what gimmick? I didn't know. I thought about the whole thing, but I didn't think about a gimmick. You know? I know I wouldn't be a heel, but what? You know. So he said, I get a call. I mean, I get a meeting with him and J.J. Dillon, and he says, we're going to call you the model. So I guess J.J. Dillon came up with that thing, because I used to, you know, like to dress up, and they said, well, I'd see Rick as a model, it'd be great. And so I remember I called my wife that night. I says, oh man, I said, Joanne, I says, you know, the gimmick they came up with me is the model. I says, what am I going to do with that? She says, well, you know, just be thankful they didn't come up with a gimmick like the Rooster. You know? It could have been worse, you know, because...
As a kid, I hated Rick Martel, but I was supposed to. He was a heel. But he was, to me, a solid hand, but his character work put him over the top.
The model Rick Martel was one of the classic heels of my childhood. Just the way he would carry himself and, you know, look up like he was almost looking down at people, and he had the arrogance, perfume, and just he looked like a guy that you would just want to punch in the face.
Usually people look at those hokey kind of characters and say, oh man, here it goes, he's going to become a cartoon. Rick Martel was great in that role. He made people mad. He was very Pepe Le Pew-like. It revealed a whole new side to Rick Martel. And by the way, that whole time he was a tremendous wrestler.
I loved it. Man, because all those years as a babyface, you know, it's like, let's say you work in a department store, and you know, of course there's a lot of nice people. Some people like to say, hey, listen, you bitch, you know, if you don't like this, you know, screw it and get out of my fucking store. But you can't say that, because you have to be same thing. And as a babyface, you know, you hear all kinds of comments, but you want to get, you know, a lot of frustration in there. But finally, you know, as a heel, you can let all that heat ventilate, you know, and say whatever you want and whatever, you know. And as a heel also, you can create so much more. The creative side of it is, and creating, and that gimmick, the model there, that was so much fun.
I hated everything about him when I was younger. I just, like, he came on TV spraying this, I think it was Essence. He'd spray out that stupid little sprayer all over the place, and it made me want to just go through the television and slap him. But, I mean, he was a snobby prick as a character, and I feel like that was what he was supposed to be. So, yeah, he was a great heel. Like, again, he was solid and, I mean, underrated as far as work goes.
Coming in at number 9, Jacques Rougeau. Coming from a famous wrestling family and being a part of one of the great tag teams of the 1980s, the fabulous Rougeau brothers, Jacques went on to far more success later in his career as the Mountie.
I am the Mountie. As far as wrestling is concerned, for people that aren't wrestling fans, everybody knows what wrestling is, and in Quebec everybody knows the Rougeau family and him in particular. So back then, and I started training with him in 2000, he had just came, you know, he had pretty good runs in WWF as the Mountie and all that stuff in the Quebecers, and then in '98 he went back to WWE, well, WWF back then with Pierre-Carl Ouellet, and they were the Quebecers, and I remember going to house shows and they were on and cheering for them, and you know, like, oh, they're from where I am, so I have to love them, even though really I prefer the New Age Outlaws, but no, they're from this, so I have to cheer for them. But so when I started training with him, it was a big deal.
Jacques Rougeau, the Mountie. Jacques Rougeau was really good. He's another guy who came from a wrestling family. His brother Raymond was his tag team partner for a little while, and then he became the Mountie, which the actual Canadian Mounties didn't appreciate much, but he was kind of a Dudley Do-Right character that zapped people with a taser. And, but he was really good in the ring. He's a little bit polarizing figure. I know Kevin Owens doesn't care for him very much.
Jacques Rougeau, kind of a controversial figure in professional wrestling.
You know what? I've always been a very honest and kind person, but I've always believed in my work. And I think today, now that I look back, that I'm a normal human being.
My memories of Jacques Rougeau would be his WWF era. Jacques Rougeau as the Mountie in the Quebecers. Thought he had amazing charisma. His accent was perfect to be a heel at the time, when the heels would be subjected to basically having one stereotype, and he would be the Frenchman who yelled at the camera.
Jacques Rougeau was around when I was younger. I didn't watch much of his stuff. He would come on television and I would turn it. Because, again, being a child, being younger, he never appealed to me. But, I mean, his name is pretty well known, and his reputation is that he was a good worker in the ring. He was great in the ring, but again, I never watched him much.
I was probably critical of Jock sometimes, for being, just some things, But the truth was, he was easy to work with. He was more like honky tonk,
Right.
You weren't getting that solid kind of match, and in a lot of ways, he kind of got kind of a little lazy. But at the same time, he had a lot of heat. People hated him, and he was a night off, every night, And I don't remember ever not getting a reaction.
The first vignette I do was the Mountie, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I guess Vince already had Big Boss Man in mind, He's always seen the shots ahead of time, and Canadian law enforcement against American law enforcement. And my first vignette I did, Vince brings the whole crew up to Canada, and he films me on my horse and doing vignettes with the guy in a park. He has to pick up bird shit, and I'm making him do stuff like that, being a big arrogant Mountie. But anyway, the car stops beside my horse and me, and sorry if I can't take this grin off my face. This is good. Nothing personal, but this is good. Anyway, I'm on my horse, and this supposedly American guy stops by with his wife, and he says, excuse me, officer, He says, I look at him and say, I'm not the officer, I'm the Mountie. So the guy looks at me like, oh, what a weirdo. He looks at his wife, this guy's a weirdo. And then he turns around and says, excuse me, Mr. Mountie, can you tell me how to get back to the States? He says, I'm lost. So I look at him, and I get off my horse. And I look at him in the car, and I said, follow me. So the guy looks at and his wife. Jesus. Anyway, so he gets out of the car, and he comes towards me, and I get in front of my horse, and I take my horse like this, and I lift his head up. So you see this part of my horse? It always faces Canada. Come here. So I put the horse down, I go in the back of my horse, and I take the tail up. And I swear to God, the asshole is this big. And I say, you see this? This always points to the States. And the guy looks at me, turns around, gets back in the car. Anyway, it was just a funny vignette for me. And I was playing like 5 weeks before I ever came in the territory.
I remember mostly as the Mountie. I thought, what a gimmick that got so much heat. I remember him actually beating Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship on a house show, non-televised live event. And then I remember him losing it a couple days later to Roddy Piper, and I was very ecstatic about that. And then, of course, he went on to team with the guy now known as PCO, as the Quebecers.
I always liked Jock, but I don't know if I really loved working with him.
I think I had a great life. I had a lot of ups and downs, mostly ups.
Our first honorable mention goes to Captain Charisma, Christian, or to TNA fans, Christian Cage.
Christian, I think only up until now, is getting the credit he deserves.
Christian was a guy who was underutilized for the majority of his career. He should have been in a similar position to Edge, and he always played second fiddle to Edge.
Christian was kind of a great utility player. He was
Mick, how was dinner?
Oh, man, the egg foo young was divine.
Good,
Yeah.
good. We didn't have any history with that, so we didn't know if it was going to be good or not. Guys, we are going to come back and just sign the last few orders that you ordered while we were on dinner break. Just a couple to knock out. Reminder, guys, that at 7 o'clock we'll be back with VGT. I'm going to let Tommy have about 5 minutes with Mick. Mick's going to sign a couple of extra of those elites, which are now turned off. So if you're just joining us and you're like, oh, I wanted one, don't worry. We're going to sign a couple extras for you. We'll bring it back, all right? But in the meantime, Athamusius. He's here. He wants you to put autograph and HIAC 98, HOF 13.
Okay.
And one last look at our auction items. The glasses have sold.
Yep.
The jersey is currently at $400 to Amigo, and I'm still waiting for the initial peanut butter Falcon script offer. If you're thinking about it, $400 is a little high, and you want to send a message to the Facebook page, I'll be happy to ask Brian if he'll take less, but it's not mine to lower the price. Mark McAdams, if you can just put 2 Mark, M-A-R-K.
Okay.
Oh, I took all your pens away. My
It will be
apologies.
written in the cost of that script at WrestleCon.
Oh yeah, we'll bring it there. That's right.
What does he want on there?
Just 2 Mark, M-A-R-K, 2 Mark.
We're gonna have Jason Snake sign it.
Oh, that'd be good, yeah. There you go.
All right. Just Richard Clements picked up just the Dude Love. He didn't want all 3, but I think that's the best autograph, so I see why.
That is a cool autograph, brother.
Richard Clements 133.
Hey, what's crazy, Michael?
What's that?
Is if you go to Mick Foley's Wikipedia page,
Yep.
he's wearing the tie-dye shirt we just auctioned off.
Are you kidding?
Whoa! How cool is that?
All right, Ricky Rana from London. Okay, on this one, if you could add, on the 8th day, God created mankind.
And he wants a Hall of Fame inscription?
Yeah, HOF 2013. Very nice. Thank you, Ricky Rana. Just finishing up with a Daniel Bessel's turnbuckle, 137. All right. I think you find your blue. Oh, you got, no.
Oh, we
not
don't
the
want
deck,
that one,
not
right?
the deck.
Okay, so my blue.
Your blue. Did I?
Where is it?
Right
Oh,
here.
there it is.
There's your blue. We learned the hard way, Mick, on these. Believe it or not, with the decos.
I bet.
We
yeah.
did a 4th of July signing where we had Sergeant Slaughter, Del Wilkes the Patriot, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan all in one pack.
Right.
Signed it with deco. I was like, man, these just really aren't drying. Well, a week later, they're still not drying.
No.
I had to go back to all 3, re-sign them in pens that dry.
Ah, man. Hold on a second. Where we go? That's no fun. Sarge still does well at Comic Con.
He's got so much merch. He's kind of like you. He's got an unlimited amount of stuff.
But his manager brings it with him.
Yes.
I travel for 3 weeks with just a carry-on, you know, and I hope that people show up with stuff. There you go.
All right, and that completes another successful Sign It Live. Mick,
Thank you.
I want to just thank you once again for coming in and going above and beyond for all the fans, bringing the auction items. I'm hoping we'll get it back on the Christmas schedule this year, which I know is a little tighter time frame, but if it works out.
Could I do it? It's not too...
I mean, we missed you this Christmas. It wasn't the same Christmas without
It'd be
you
like
kicking us off.
if I came back before... Can I pencil myself in for
Yeah, we'll
the
find a late November, early December date. If you come back to WrestleCade, we could team it with that. If
all
you're not
right,
coming
okay.
back, we'll work around it.
I like it. Yeah, let's
All
do
right.
it.
So it'll give you guys another chance because I know those Elite figures just came out. So it'll give all you guys a chance that when you buy your own, you can send them into us.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So
that's 8 months away. That's enough of a cushion,
I think so.
right? Yeah,
I think so.
I think so too, yeah.
Who knows? You'll probably have 15 more figures coming out. All right, so guys, we're going to be back at 7 o'clock with VGT. In the meantime, I'm going to get Mick signing some extra pieces for us. Mick will be back with the Guru Tommy Thomas for about 5 or 10 minutes. He'll pick his brain, and then Mick is also going to share, if you missed your chance, he's going to share where he's going to be at in the next coming months, talk about some of the fundraising he's doing with the experiences, your chance to go one-on-one with Mick. and a private dinner. So Mick, at
that's
7
right,
o'clock,
yeah,
we'll
7
come back
o'clock.
and you tell them all about it.
Can
All
I
right?
just, before we go, can I
Yeah.
tell you what cities I will be in the next 4
Yes.
or 5 months? So if you're willing to make a little bit of a drive, I will be at...
Apparently, your Ultimate Edition figure is coming out this summer.
What's the Ultimate Edition?
I think it's a defining moments repaint with a belt.
Whoa, okay. All right, so for you who want to do that, I have Albany, Syracuse, Nashville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Las Vegas, Detroit, New Orleans, Pensacola, Southern California, meaning like L.A. area.
Does he get to be your +1 at the wedding?
No, he's not coming to the wedding
Right,
with me.
right.
Chattanooga, Oklahoma City, Minnesota, Minneapolis, Buffalo, New York, Danbury, Wisconsin, Secaucus, New Jersey, Louisville, Corpus Christi, Charlotte, San Jose, and then if somebody from Belfast, UK, or Logansport, Indiana, Edinburgh, UK, Ashland, Kentucky, Mount Hope, West Virginia, and that's it for now.
All right, guys. So if you're in or around any of those towns, for $1,000, Mick will have dinner with you, basically at his hotel.
Yep.
You just pal around, sit around for an hour, maybe an hour 5 if he likes you, and all the money that he raises is going to a special
let's go
charity.
90 minutes.
90 minutes. 90 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
So that you could contact us. You could put it in the things. We could invoice you. But for now, we're going to be back in 27 minutes with VGT.
Yeah.